Boom, 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 boom.
Hello.
In a world.
In a world.
Oh, you do that so good.
All right, so we're about to start the podcast in 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 and hello and welcome to Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast and Facebook.com/groups/GameSpeakPodcast. If you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else, be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamal Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer.
Wow.
Devin's back.
Devin's back.
Yeah.
We're back. We're all back. The game's back together.
Guess who's
Took
back?
all the precautions in the world. Missed an episode, a couple weeks ago when Jamal was dealing with COVID, just to more than likely deal with COVID.
How
Yeah.
was your COVID?
Like, just really bad head cold. It was all in my head.
God,
like,
I'm sorry. Sorry you had to deal with that.
So,
Sorry
I
you guys
mean-
both had to deal
Okay,
with
so
that.
I say it was
It's your
COVID.
turn. No, I'm just kidding.
I say it was COVID, but like the common cold's gone now. So like,
Everything's COVID.
yeah,
now.
everything's COVID.
Every time my arm starts to twitch a little bit, it's COVID.
But, I mean, like even when I had COVID, like couple years back now, when I had COVID, it was just like mostly up in my head, like just sinus pressure, mucus, and then like barely a cough, and they still said it was COVID. Yeah,
I had it pretty bad when I had it.
I did too.
Back in the dizzy.
It didn't even it didn't even scathe me. I had body aches for one day, and then I was good, and then I had to wait. But it took me like 2 weeks to get a negative test result to go back to work.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, I got like an extended vacation that I didn't want and didn't really get paid for either. But
The crazy thing
But
is,
yeah, glad to be back, boys.
if
Sorry.
you just say you're sick, then like they'll just let you off at work. But if you say that you have COVID, you have to bring a test. Like
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what? I was like, no, I work from home.
oh wait, yeah.
I was like, you guys are.
Who do you even give a test
I didn't
to?
even think about that.
I don't know. I had to like email and I was like, look, next time I get COVID, I'll send you guys a test. I was like, I was unaware of this, so. But yeah,
Why the hell? Why
That
would
doesn't
you?
make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you wanted to keep working, you should be allowed to do that. Like, you're at home by yourself.
But if you feel bad and need to take a day or two,
That was the thing. If
But
I
to
didn't
come-
have the test, then I couldn't take the time off or something. I don't know.
you
I
gotta
don't.
vacate your own home. Like,
I had to, quarantine from myself. But yeah, so
You're just laying there
that's
sick and your
ridiculous.
computer comes on. It's like, time to work.
just send someone COVID via email. No, but yeah. So what's been up, guys? What you boys been doing?
Oh, man, not much. I watched that movie, Talk to Me. Have y'all seen that?
no, it looks interesting though.
Pretty good.
I know which one. Yeah.
It's pretty
Talk
good.
to
Worth
Me.
a watch.
It's like where they grab the. It's like the
Yeah.
kids.
Oh,
they grab
yeah.
the hand. and,
A24 film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty decent. It's
It
not,
look-
it's
it
not like
looks
the
like
worst
it'd be
movie
good.
I've ever seen. That's for sure.
A lot of people were saying it was like fucking phenomenal.
Really?
Is it?
It's no like Hereditary or anything, but it's like an Oculus level movie. You know, like it's a decent film.
Just
with
a
lot
fun,
of-
scary movie.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like what the world needs more of. It's very high quality, but it's not like gonna win any awards.
Blow your
or
socks
anything,
off.
You know?
That's good. I'm glad to hear that it's good at least. I'll probably check that out pretty soon
I recommend
for
it.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's a good Halloween flick.
Yeah, I'm so excited for October.
Ironic.
Me too.
Ironically, I've been watching the one live action One Piece. Even
I've
though
already
I
seen
will
it.
not start
I'm
the
only
anime.
like 5 episodes in or something right now.
Yeah, I'm
so
on the. I want to say I'm about the same 5. Like I just got past the.
I'm really enjoying it.
I like the where they just got the ship. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
The
okay,
Going
me
Merry.
too, me too.
Yep.
Dude, I want a ship now. Like that show just makes me want a ship, you
Me
know?
too.
Dude, between Starfield, freaking what's the pirate game that we
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, yeah.
Yeah.
Between Starfield, Sea of Thieves, and One Piece, yeah. I
We
want
s-
some kind of ship to sail some kind of untraveled, sea or space
We should just go to Somalia. No, I'm just kidding.
and be pirates.
I feel like Somalia is like the live action One Piece, but
It's just like
just way less friendly.
a bunch of like Somalian pirates roll up with AKs, and one of them just like stretchy punches
Yeah.
you from the boat.
Ransoms you for a bunch of berry. No,
Brent, did you watch the anime?
No, I have nothing. I don't know anything.
Yeah, I've
about
seen
the
like a couple
anime.
episodes in the anime, so I'm not really sure why I'm watching the live action.
Me either.
but-
I just was like, all right.
It'll
I'll
get
check
you
it.
into it. Like, honestly, I think this was probably one of the best things they could have ever done because it really like is getting people who have never seen the anime to get into it. Like, you know, it's way easier to like honestly, you could pick up where this ends in the anime. Like, there's some changes, but you're not missing really anything. Like,
Yeah, I heard
in
it's
my
pretty
opinion.
true to, but it like cuts out some fluff. Like, but it stays pretty
Yeah.
true to canon.
I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I saw an interview with the dude who's making it, and he said they think they can make like 12 seasons of the live action.
Yeah,
some ridiculous. Yeah,
they just greenlit them for season 2.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's got to be doing well. It's a really good show, and everybody I know is like watching it. You know?
though season 2 they introduce a new character, which is the one that everybody's worried about. His name is Chopper, and he's like a
Yeah.
little reindeer dude. And if you look up what he looks like, it's gonna be really tough to do live action. And he's like a main character, like he's part of the crew.
They've
so-
done a really good job so far with like their
Yeah.
effects and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
so
he would just
I-
have to be CG.
I
all the
say
time.
make him CG. Don't like dress up somebody as like a like you would have to get a small person and put him in a fucking deer costume.
They're gonna Sanic him. Watch.
That would be fine. Like not
No,
the
I'm
ugly
saying,
Sonic.
Yeah, I'm
but-
saying they're when they first come out with the first like iteration, it's gonna be like Sonic.
Yeah. It'll be
I'm
good.
interested. I mean, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So
It's,
like,
yeah,
to
we'll
me,
show them the picture. It's just this little reindeer dude that like a person could not play. Like,
Here, this
Even-
is what he looks like.
yeah,
And like it's funny because people have been like making funny live action versions of what they think he's gonna look like. Is some of the funniest shit. Like
and Netflix, the producers have even come out and been like, yeah, it's gonna be a challenge.
yeah, like
Oh God.
yeah,
Oh God.
I think they'll figure it out.
they'll absolutely figure it out.
The
but
snail things are so good. Everything
Oh,
is so
God.
good. You know what
yeah,
I
the
mean?
snails
Like,
are fucking
yeah, I don't
Those
want
things
to know
are-
what they do with those things.
ugly.
But yeah, the snails are a bit awkward.
honestly, I feel like they'll probably just replace it with a small person. You know what I mean?
That's what I hope they don't do. I hope they just go full CG and make him look exactly like that,
Yeah.
but like just animated. Like, please don't put a small person in a costume and like fuck that shit up,
It
dude.
doesn't even really have to be wearing a costume. Just like a tiny little. I don't know. That
Would it
is
be
weird.
shrunk
Just get
down?
Wee Man to
digitally
play.
shrunk down. Yeah. Do you want a little person playing this or a digitally shrunk down person?
Maybe a digitally shrunk down person. Is that
That'd be
wrong?
hilarious.
He's got to be a deer
That-
though.
But
Is
you
that-
got to keep work flowing for the little people, you know. Like I don't want to exclude them from Hollywood in any way.
yeah,
So,
like they
you
got
know, like,
excluded for
Yeah.
all the Seven Dwarfs.
Peter Dinklage is over here fucking it up for all the
Dude,
other little people. He's
What
in-
if they got Peter Dinklage to play fucking Tony Chopper, dude? No. It could not work though because he's too old. Like Chopper's young. He's like you'll after you get done with the live action, go start the anime where it leaves off, and you'll like immediately run into Chopper basically, just so you
So-
can get an idea of.
Okay.
So what's funny is I'm probably not gonna go to the anime.
We'll wait for the live action.
Well, if I watch any more of it, like I'm just giving this first. I'm giving the first season. Look, I enjoy it, but it's so ridiculous, and it's the ridiculousness that I didn't really care for.
I'm like
in One
really
Piece.
into
It's
it.
so
One Piece.
hyped, dude.
I'm into it on like the same level I was into like Hunter x Hunter, but it's just there's only 8 episodes, so I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
really
Wow.
like
Okay, dive.
indulge as much as I
I don't know.
want to.
Well,
you know?
my biggest
I
stink
find
with
it
One
really
Piece is the
enjoyable, though.
animation. Dude.
The
The-
animation? I thought they
Yeah.
really made it.
No, he's talking about the actual
Oh,
one.
the
The
anime?
actual, yeah, the
Yeah.
anime.
It is drawn really
it's
weird.
old, you know.
Yeah,
Well, dude, it's still going. That's the problem. Like, like if you want,
1,000
A
and
thou-
or
yeah.
1,100. Are they to 1,100?
I have no
At
idea.
what
what-
episode does the animation start getting good?
Probably like never.
Well, it never changes. Yeah, no, it never changes. They keep like the quality gets better, but like I don't.
But the
like
style
how,
was-
yeah,
surely the
style.
resolution and like aspect ratio
No.
and stuff.
Yeah, that fixes
fucking-
like
yeah, not the quality
third
of it.
season or so, but like
It's the style that
it's
does it
the
for me.
style
I
that's
don't really
awkward.
mind the style so much. You know what I mean? To me,
Yeah.
it's the fucking like it's just how fucking old and like how kind of boring it was. Like I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. You know? But
Yeah.
I didn't really
Yeah.
give it that much of a chance. I watched like 2 episodes and I was like, this is not for me. you
Yeah,
know?
give it a little bit of time. Like literally pick it up where the show ends, and I guarantee you'll get into it.
Neither of y'all watched Jujutsu Kaisen, huh?
I did. I watched the first season, but I didn't like it.
Oh, well, never mind.
Made by like a guy who's like obsessed with Togashi, the guy who made Hunter x Hunter. But like,
Yeah.
I just
I mean,
I don't like the finger eating thing. Like it's not.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
kind of dumb. I don't know. Like the whole
I
idea.
mean, it's kind of tropey. Like, there's always got to be some special item,
Yeah.
But I like the animation. The second season's been good. It started back up. The first part of the second season was fantastic. But yeah,
I've never even tried it. That's one of those things that like everybody said is really good, but then every time I'm like, I want to watch an anime, it never like
Comes to your
bubbles
mind.
to the
Yeah.
top. You know what I mean? Like,
I did watch the. I finally watched the Hunter x Hunter movies. Those are awful. Yeah.
oh, I watched one of them and I didn't like hate it, but it wasn't like my favorite. You know?
The problem is it's not canon, so it's kind of like a waste of time to watch it. It's like, and Togashi didn't work on it. It was basically like they needed like filler while they were working on the other seasons, and so they were just like, "Here's a movie," and it's just like immediately like.
It's kind of like the Dragon Ball Z movie, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
know what I mean?
they're never canon. Like that's why I never cared for the Dragon Ball Z movies. Like if it's not canon, I don't want to watch it. Like
yeah.
I gotta like if I'm investing time in this, it better mean something to the
build
story.
onto the world. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it the new Broly? That was supposed to be canon, right?
yeah. I think
They
the
worked-
new
they
Dragon
some of
Ball
them
Z
are.
movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
they worked that one in because
Sorry,
the
I didn't
first
mean
Broly,
like all Dragon Ball Z.
He's talking
movies,
about like
but
the Tree movie, like
Yeah.
back on VHS and like all that.
there's
shit.
one where Goku goes like bajillion Super Saiyan or some shit and like changes like completely a different color, like red hair or something. It was weird as fuck. I'm like, this doesn't happen, and it goes back to the anime.
some fan fiction movies.
Yeah, it was basically like some fan
Yeah,
fiction.
he
shit.
goes all the way back to the beginning of the alphabet, and it's Dragon Ball A, dude. Shit gets crazy. But yeah. So this week I was like, all right, I played so much Starfield that like I had to take a break for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what am I gonna do? And I ended up watching through the entire Dark Knight trilogy, and then I watched through the entire Matrix trilogy.
Dude, I
Damn,
love the Dark Knight.
you've been on some trilogy games.
Oh yeah, I've been on the trilogy, dude. And so like,
Dark Knight trilogy goes really hard, man.
dude, it is
Fucking-
a phenomenal trilogy.
It's
It really is.
Batman Begins,
so good.
so good.
I
Dark
feel
Knight,
like Christopher
like,
Nolan does good with licensed like properties.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Give him some fucking shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, if you can make like grown men tear up about Batman, like like you're doing something right. Like I haven't seen a superhero movie since those that has like made me feel that good. Besides like the animated Spider-Man movie, the Into the Spider-Verse or whatever.
I feel like
That was
Batman Begins is hella underrated too.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking, like
Because that was back whenever Spider-Man was still popping, because it came
Yeah.
out in like 2007
did
or
it come
8.
out?
It was 2007, I think.
yeah.
And so
Such a good movie.
Spider-Man was
though,
still
dude.
popping.
Like,
and nobody knew, like Iron Man was popping, and then Batman showed up, and it didn't have like the Joker or anybody in it, so nobody gave a fuck.
Scarecrow was such a sick villain though. Like,
Yeah,
I
with
mean-
Cillian Murphy.
Oh man,
Ra's
dude.
al Ghul was the main villain, though.
Wasn't Scarecrow in it though?
He
Like,
was.
Scarecrow's in it, but he's not the main villain.
He's just always been such a cool one to me, though, and like with the darker tone it was taken from like previous Batman movies,
Dude,
it
2000
really fit. I don't know. I like the whole thing. I like the kung fu learning at the fucking like when he's out with his master.
That's with
learning
Ra's al
the moves.
Ghul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so badass, dude. That whole movie. Was
Yeah,
so
he
good.
learned ninjutsu, and
Oh.
so like, but the whole thing
Came
was like
out in
the
05.
yeah. So
Wow, really?
yeah,
Holy shit!
so it would have been like League of Shadows. So he was learning from the League of Shadows, which like the world building is so fucking cool because it's like grounded to an extent, but like going back now, it's like there's a lot of things where I'm like, okay, that's not very realistic. But like, you know, like back then it was like, whoa, it's like in the real world almost, you know.
Yeah.
But like so good, and like all the themes and like how they all come back around like by the third movie. Like, and a lot of people hated on The Dark Knight Rises. Dude, that movie's so good.
Is that the third one?
Yeah.
The third one is fantastic.
The third got the lowest ratings out of all of them.
What?
I mean, out of all of them, that was my least favorite. I didn't
I
dislike
will say
it,
this.
though.
I think, okay, like, I think Heath Ledger dying really bolstered the second movie to, like, this, like, untouchable proportion, you know? Like,
it won an Oscar.
Like, don't get me wrong. The second one probably is the best one out of the trilogy.
I mean, yeah,
Like, you know, it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But everybody acts like it's just this golden child that's just leagues ahead of all the other ones. It's like they're all like about equally good. I do think the second one is the best movie. Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean?
I think the
It's
third one
fantastic. You know what I mean?
I think the third one could have been the best movie if they wouldn't have made Bane actually not the main villain. Like where he pulls the bait and
Bane.
switch.
I thought it was
No. Like I wanted Bane to be the main villain, but at the end it pulls the bait and switch, and it turns out it's the lady.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, no, hold up. So you're telling me the whole story about Bane, like, you know, being molded in the dark and like climbing his way out as a child? Like, I was getting mad, like Hunter. What's that dude's name? The bad guy in the arc where like he's like a kid and his dad like beats him every night and like he's like drinking, and then like he basically this kid lived in hell. Like if he moved, his dad would beat him and all this stuff up until he was like 12, and he finally kills his dad and then like goes off. Gyro. Remember they talk about Gyro all the time. Like one day, you know, Gon is gonna come face to face with Gyro, but that's a different story. They like just cut it off like like some crazy thing way in the future. But that's how Bane feels in this movie, where he's like born in this prison like underground, and the only way out is to like climb out, and you know, like nobody can do it for some reason because it's so high up, and they're in the dark and like barely get fed and all this stuff, and he was just put in there as a political prisoner because like his mom or whatever had an affair or some weird bullshit like that. It's one of the coolest backstories ever. And then it turns out he was just some adult dude in the prison that like the little girl was there, and like he just like protected her one time, and so like he became her like I'm gonna follow you around and just do your bidding. You know, I'm like, that just ruined the whole like darkness of Bane. You know, it's just like you just turned him into a sidekick like at the very end after all this bullshit, and like he's just like breaking people's necks like on the football field and stuff. Like, oh man. The themes were so cool. They should have just kept him evil, like just full on evil. But
I kind of like the Bane backstory. I mean, I don't know, man.
You like that he wasn't all those things, that he was like a
like,
random bodyguard.
I feel like, you know, his whole fucking struggle and shit. You know, like I don't know, man. Fucking, I just like the movie, man. I don't know. Call me crazy. I feel like
I love the movie. I'm just saying it would have been.
I can't defend myself here at all, but I love it.
No, I still love it too. I'm just saying that one part. Like I feel like if, the ending is great. Besides that part, like if it wouldn't have been all to make her the main villain, like Ra's al Ghul's daughter or whatever, like that's how he was. Immortal or whatever, because he just passed on the job.
I haven't seen it in so long, I don't remember half of this shit. You know?
Oh, you gotta watch it again.
Fresh on my mind,
I'm sorry.
You know? Like I just remember the fucking like I just remember key moments in the movie. To be honest with you, like
just honestly, it's on Max. So like, if you ever get bored, just go watch them.
Really, they're all on?
Oh no, they're on Netflix. Yeah, they're all on Netflix. Cool. But Max has all of the Matrix movies, and I watched the
fourth one.
No, fuck that. I
haven't seen the fourth one. Still.
I tried watching the fourth one. It's horrible. They should have just left it alone.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, it was so bad. Watch the first three again though. It's a fucking phenomenal trilogy, dude. Like
I like the first one a lot.
I love the first one. The second one is very close to as good as the first one. If you go back now, third one. Kind of fell off, but like it still does wrap everything up, and you're like, all right.
I mean, like there's things I don't necessarily like about the third one so much. You know what I mean? I don't know. Again, I can't defend myself very much.
It's
here,
been a while.
It's like
It's too deep.
Okay, like I know that like the idea is like okay, he's got his powers outside of the Matrix because they're still in some sort of simulation of some sort, like or maybe he's just fucking magic. I don't fucking know, like. But at the end of the movie, he just discovers he's like the one without fucking eyeballs outside of the fucking Matrix, and he's just
they don't
destroying all the
actually
Sentinels and shit. It's like to me that implies that they're in some sort of Matrix inside of the Matrix, like a Matrix within a Matrix or something. You know what I mean? Which is to me like the big twist of the third movie, but it's open to interpretation, I guess.
Yeah, because they don't ever actually explain why he can do that, but
Yeah,
other
exactly.
than he's just like the savior, basically. That's
My
it.
thought is like he became so aware that like everything, like it's like he realized that he's still in a Matrix outside of the Matrix. Like that's
I don't know.
what I was thinking there.
Because
you
the
know what
only
I mean?
thing he can actually see, if you go back and watch, is machines. So like he can only see the machines, and he can see code. So like
Yeah, he can see code in like the fucking alleged real world.
No,
you
no,
know
no.
what I
But he so like whenever Agent Smith comes back as the like real human guy, he like goes into the real human. He can see him, but he can't see other people. He can't see like actual living people. Like even though he's blind, he can only see machines. And so like that's why he couldn't fly
He's
the
still
ship.
got some kind of fucking magic powers here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's like
weird.
I think it's because he's like so like he understands the code so well that for some reason he can still like in the real world he can still see that code. Like
one with the machine.
yeah, it's so weird. Like that's the only thing that I could gather from it. But like I also didn't go Googling it afterwards, which I probably should
No,
have.
I didn't either. Again, I
But-
feel like the third movie is meant to just kind of be interpreted however you interpret it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I do feel like it's one of those like fucking The Happening type movies where you just kind of like the artist that's making
They
the
just
movie
went
wants
off.
you to fucking speculate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but it did bring all the the themes back together. It was really cool. Like the train man is kind of a cool concept, and like the guy who like basically, and then like the key maker, like all these like random like they're actually programs inside of the thing, but they're projected as actual people and
Yeah,
characters. It's so cool. Like then I think
I like the second one with the doors and like the fucking guy with the
that's the
screen.
key maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Well,
no,
the
that's the
keymaker's
architect.
The dude, yeah, the architect. Yeah.
So yeah, the architect is the
It's like a multiverse
antithesis.
type thing. Fucking that shit was pretty crazy. Fucking like
Yeah, especially back then, before like all these Marvel cinematic universes and all that shit. But this is like, so the architect is the antithesis of the Oracle. Like the Oracle is the reason why like all this is happening, because the Oracle wanted to go against it and create choice inside the programs or whatever. And the architect is like super AI who doesn't understand like why you would want to have a choice or whatever. And it's
Yeah.
like, it's just like so weird. And he's like, you've been here 6 times before. And like, you see it on the screen all the times he's been
Yeah.
through. And he's like, but every time you keep coming back. He's like, I keep thinking I destroyed you, but you just keep coming back here somehow. And so like, and basically what it is a long time ago, they talk about it in the first one, there was like this guy who initially popped up in the Matrix who could make changes to the Matrix and things around them. And he was the first person that was pulling people out of the Matrix. And they say that his blood got like passed down to Neo somehow.
When the fuck did they say all this?
This is in the first movie.
What?
Literally. And so like it all picks back
It's been
up.
so long. I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, watch it, dude. It's one of the
I've
coolest
watched the first
trilogies.
one pretty recently. I don't necessarily remember that.
Morpheus
part, but-
says, because he asked him, he's like, how did you get out? And he's like a long time ago, like whenever the Matrix was first created, he's like, there was someone who could make changes like inside of the Matrix and stuff like that. But they don't talk about it being Neo being passed down, or like that blood of him being passed down to Neo until the third movie. But like basically they relate him to the first guy that could ever start doing that, and like how it just like somehow it's related. I don't understand, but like it's obviously very religious like themes, very Christian focused themes here, where like it's just a bunch of like, even whenever Neo like links up with the machine at the end to go back in and fight Agent Smith, and whenever he finally kills Agent Smith, you see like a cross appear on his chest, like when it explodes, because he's the savior. Like all this stuff, it's very weird. Just go back and watch it, dude.
Yeah, I've never watched Matrix that in depth.
I didn't really think about that either.
Yeah. It's very cool though. The very fun like movie to just sit down and fun trilogy to watch from front to back.
Yeah.
And just, it's all there.
I watched the first one right before the fourth one was about to come out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did not analyze it that deeply.
Well, yeah, the fourth one picks up after the third movie, like after it's like 60 years after in the real world. And it's so dumb because they were like, we need Neo back or whatever, just because, like, just to be a peace fighter or whatever. And so they just like bring back his conscious somehow into a video, like as a video game developer, and like all this stuff. And he makes the Matrix like as a video game. And like, it's so weird, dude. The fourth one was just the worst.
I didn't make it all the way through. I fell asleep like halfway through it.
And Trinity comes back and she has the powers of the One for some reason. Like it just completely destroys the themes of the first trilogy, of the original trilogy. But
money grab.
Yeah, money grab. Anyway, sorry guys, I just went on a rant. What have you guys been doing?
Oh, not much, man. Just fucking chilling.
Yeah, just watching the One Piece live action, a couple other anime here and there, but then what other little free time I have, gaming, and then just working a shit ton. This new job is gonna be busy as fuck.
Oh yeah. One last thing before we get into video games, took my nephew to Chuck E. Cheese. The first time I've ever been to Chuck E. Cheese.
Dude, how are they these days?
Ever? You've never been to Chuck E. Cheese?
No. Dude.
Wait.
And I'm kind of glad now, but I apparently
watch your mouth.
Hold on. Apparently it was different in the 90s because
Chuck E. Cheese was a magical place.
Yes, it was a magical place in the 90s.
Pizza and games and fucking rats. It was sick.
And child gambling.
Yeah.
Like,
now it's like it's like if EA made a fucking arcade. It's like the ultimate microtransaction place. Like we went in there, it's like pasty white. Like the whole place is just fucking white. Like the walls and everything.
Fun colors.
No, it's supposed to be dark and dingy like a fucking arcade.
They made the Chuck E. Cheese rat all skinny and
he's
shit
a mouse.
too. Did you see
he's not a rat anymore. He's a mouse.
What the fuck?
Chuck E. Cheese is Chucky Entertainment Cheese is a mouse now. And
was
so,
he ever a rat?
Yes.
Yeah.
The original he was he was always a rat.
He looked kind of mousy to me back in the day. I don't know.
I thought he was a rat.
He was a rat. Look it up when he became a mouse. But anyways, so we go in there.
Fucking mouse.
Dude, they fucking ruined the place. I'm telling you, I didn't get to experience the good Chuck E. Cheese. I feel bad for my nephew, but we go in there. They literally have Kids Bop television playing on this giant screen TV. There's no more animatronics or anything like that. It's just like a fucking big screen TV that constantly has Kids Bop television playing on it.
Oh god.
And like they're playing like all these like popular radio songs, but kids are singing them. And then
that's probably pretty hard if you're a kid, though. Like,
dude, I'm telling you. What?
Kids probably love that shit.
So, what's it say?
That's the OG. I didn't. I'm gonna look up if
Dude, that's a rat moment.
Yeah. So Chucky, or not Chuck E, but Chuck, the mouse, it like pops up as a puppet on this Kids Bop TV. Him and the other guy, and they're playing this trap beat. And he's just fucking rapping, dude.
What?
Like,
that's actually kind of hard.
He's like, getting the pizza, I'm eating the pizza, blah, blah, blah. And like, like all these kids are just like fucking dancing on this like fucking interactive floor. And then like, and I'm just like, dude, I got it. This is like the most.
Are you trying to dissuade me from going to Chuck E. Cheese?
This is the most memeable place I've ever been. And so like,
dude, I want trap Chuck E. Cheese to fucking like just be in my house, dude, fucking rapping.
He's just fucking going, dude. And
Jesus.
but
was it like a live performance? Was there like a dude hiding beneath the puppet rapping, or was it like a pre-recorded?
It's a pre-recorded. It's on the big
rap?
screen TV.
Oh, okay.
And so like, but it's playing
that'd
over
be
like
hard as hell. If they just had some puppeteer just going hard.
There's no puppets,
Tech
but
Nine's just underneath with a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, fucking
Chuckanina. No, but it's like fucking. There's like kids running the place. There's no like actual adults except for the people bringing their kids in there.
Well, I'm sure that hasn't changed. I feel like it was ran by.
No, this sounds like a very similar to experience to my Chuck E. Cheese childhood
fucking
experience.
I mean,
but
pizza grease all over all the controls because the staff.
Not
never
just the
cleaned.
controls, like literally
The
the
walls.
walls, the seats, everything. It smells like ass in there, like because all these kids just probably shitting themselves, and then like so yeah, it just smelled so horrible in there. But anyway, so like these kids are running the place, and like we're about to leave. And then it like pops up on the thing like a new challenger approaches, like on the big screen TV. It's like Chuck E. Cheese live in 30 seconds, and it's like, brr, brr, and it's like counting down.
Their damn minds.
Yeah, and so like, and then the one like this kid that works there. It's probably like 15 or 16. He like goes into the back and like fucking Superman comes out as the rat, like as
the rat,
as
The mouse, bro.
Yeah, the mouse. My bad. And he comes out in this like trash ass costume that like he's literally just wearing he just has a head like like then he comes out and like on the big screen like because he doesn't talk, so he just follows the big screens like telling the kids what to do. They're all on this interactive floor, so you got like these 10 kids and then this like 15 or 16-year-old dude like just dancing and like just fucking going. Dude, it was the most awkward place I've ever been. But I was like it's like the guy on the TV is like, Chucky's always got to make pizzas. So what he does is he spins the dough. Everybody
Jesus.
spin the dough. And like everybody.
Were the kids into it? Were they spinning the dough?
Dude, they all just wanted to be around Chucky, dude.
They're
so
probably all Fortnite dancing and shit.
yeah, like they're all just doing, like their dances or whatever. My nephew like runs out. He just wants Chucky to recognize that he's there. So he's just like, hi. And so finally he like waves at him and he's like, and just like runs off. And like, that's all he wanted. And we were done with Chucky. Like, kids are weird, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's get out of here. And like,
That's
I had to, it
hilarious.
felt like a Motel 6. Like that's with pizza and like a fucking rat
Yeah,
walking.
that sounds terrible, man.
Yeah.
Are there a bunch of games and stuff? Or
Dude,
what?
that's where the microtransactions come in.
Yeah.
So you pay like $30 for
Microtransactions.
yes.
I mean,
you pay
technically it was microtransactions back in the day too.
No.
It's just
This is-
arcade games back in the day. You won tickets, you play the game.
Let me tell you, you
just
pay
like every other.
you pay
arcade.
$30 for like a card or like a little wristwatch that
Yeah.
puts all your tokens on it.
Okay.
You go up, you pay like you put it up to the game you want to play.
All right.
Each game, the max amount of tickets you can get is like 3 tickets. So
There's a max.
yeah, like it'll pop. It's like win 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets. And the candy's like 50 tickets. So like you have to spend like $400 to get like a piece of candy. And so
They're
like
wrong for that.
yeah, like and all the games they're not made for kids. It's like the moment you press the button, it's like you failed. Or like 1 ticket, and then it just like you move on to the next one. Like they're not like you get to keep trying it like a couple times. Like all the games are just like one hit.
Do they
like,
have any games that aren't like ticket games that you can just like play? Like
they had 2, and it was like the Fast and the Furious racing game, and then like a Batman racing game.
What the fuck has
Oh,
Chuck E.
that's
Cheese turned
lame.
into? That
When
sounds so
back in the
depressing.
day, there was this game at Chuck E. Cheese that I used to play, and it was like this. You sat there and you had these like fireman hoses, and
Oh,
you
that's
were
cool.
like spraying the water at the screen. Like it didn't actually shoot out water, but you had like the fire hose.
They did have one that does shoot water, like at the screen, but it would like literally you'd get like 1 or 2 tickets and like
See, this one had like a game, and you were like putting fire out and stuff. Like they were saving people from burning buildings and shit. It was cool.
oh, that's
Back
tight.
in my day, there was games of chance, and sometimes you could win a lot of fucking tickets, and that's where the real fucking thrill
yeah.
came from as
Y'all
a
need
kid.
to go to
like-
Grand Station Entertainment and College Station. That's the place to go.
Dude, I've
Sounds
been to Grand Station a long time
yeah,
ago.
it goes hard over there, man.
Yeah, they got a little putt-putt. Or
Yeah, they got a little
used
putt
to. I
putt.
don't
They
know what they still
got
have.
bowling. They got
Laser tags,
Laser
all-
tag. They
yeah.
got a full bar. It's pretty
Damn.
sweet.
Yeah, that's what I told my sister though. I was like, next time we're taking him to like
Dave and
Incredible
Buster's.
Pizza or Dave and Buster's, one of those.
Yeah.
Dave and Buster's is tight.
Anything
Actually,
other-
Incredible would probably be better for a
for a
little
kid. Yeah, because they got the little mini bowling and all that
The
shit.
mini-
I'm telling
mini
you,
little
we ought to
go-karts.
all take a little road trip out to Grand Station Entertainment. It's
I'm
really
down.
cool.
I'm really
Like,
down.
okay, I think Incredible Pizza probably has a better laser tag. You know what I mean? But
I'm not talking about for adults. I was just talking about for my nephew. Like,
no, he would love it there too. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
Everybody would have a good time. We're all having a good time.
everybody's getting drunk. No, No, but yeah.
It's good. It's good.
No, we should
I
go.
honestly think Dave and Buster's is better than Incredible Pizza for kids too. Even though you know what I mean. Like
That's
there's
true.
just better.
They got better games,
Dude.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care what age you are. You know?
State of the
They have
art.
Giant hungry hippos. Are you kidding me? Like,
Oh shit, dude.
Nah, if we're gonna take a trip to go to like someplace like that, we're going to fucking Andretti's.
well, I've never been
the
there.
fuck is that?
Dude, Andretti's is like it's like at the front of it, it's got a giant like arcade, but like a bunch of crazy arcade games, a lot of VR shit too, like actual stations with like moving stuff.
Yeah.
And
They
then
got a lot of that shit at that place I was just talking
Grand
about.
Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a King Kong game with like hand tracking, and you were like swatting fucking.
Planes out of this game.
Yeah, well, I know. I think like you weren't King Kong.
Oh.
You were on like a roller coaster, and King Kong was like fucking with
He's
you.
swatting at you.
But you
But-
were like hitting bugs and stuff, and like it actually tracked your hands really well. It was pretty cool.
But
That's
well,
tight.
the main thing in Andretti's though is their indoor go-kart track is
Ooh.
multi-level. Like it'll have a corkscrew going down,
Oh,
and they go
fuck
like
yeah.
fucking 30 miles an hour.
Oh, that sounds
dude,
fun.
They're fast, or maybe not 30 miles an hour.
Someone's
but they go,
gonna die.
Let's
They
get
go fast as
injured, dude.
shit.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Dude, I found at the main event one, if you do the go-karts, just never let go of the gas. Like, you'll feel like you're going to hit the wall, but you won't. As long as you just, like, hold the steering wheel all the way to the left when you're going around, just never let your foot off the gas. And you will fucking destroy everybody. It's such a fun thing, though. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's get into playing games. What have y'all been playing?
Shit.
just one thing.
Still Starfield?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How's your Starfield
four
journey
days.
going for you there?
Fucking amazing. So I just got done. I'm already in New Game Plus. I did the Crimson Fleet whole quest line.
Oh, that was pretty fun.
Yeah. that
Did
was
you
a lot of
side
fun.
with the Crimson Fleet or at the end?
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I went to be a pirate.
I didn't want to fuck up that marketplace, man. I feel like that's one of the most valuable resources
Yeah.
I found in the whole game. Like the fucking what's it called, the key or whatever.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have
the
everything
Crimson
you could
Fleet
want
station.
on there, dude. You could buy weapons and resources and fucking. If you just need to do some shopping, I feel like it's
Yeah,
the best
and-
condensed shopping area in the game.
It's
Like,
the only place you can get shielded cargo too.
Oh, yeah,
and that's
for
also
sure.
where you can take all of your contraband and stuff
uh-huh,
and sell
yeah,
it. Like
without
no,
having
and then
to worry about anything. You just fly to that system and then fucking, you know.
yeah, and then you don't you don't get a bounty from the ending going with the pirates.
No.
Like
And you also don't get attacked by the fucking Crimson Fleet anymore, which seems to happen
Yeah,
a lot.
there's
if
only
you don't-
one logical choice to that whole. But
Although,
yeah,
I feel like you probably get some dope shit if you fucking side with the UC.
You don't. I
you
looked it
know?
up.
What do you?
no.
What do you
It's-
get?
You get a lot less. You only get the same payout, but then that's it.
Oh, so you,
Like
you
I think
still
there's
get
like
the money?
there's like some weapon. Yeah, you still get the money, but then there's some weapons. But no, siding with Crimson Fleet is the only fucking logical choice there.
They need more melee weapons.
Dude, and I wish
there's
they
not
would-
enough.
I wish they would make the melee like how they swing the sword and stuff like better too. Like it's just like the same.
I
fucking
didn't even try
action over and
melee
over.
at all. Like,
It's okay.
I think I did one fight with a melee weapon because it was like I did New Game Plus and then I started up the new game and I was like, fuck, I don't have a weapon. And I started getting attacked and I was
Started
like,
punching
yeah.
shit.
Dude, my knife or like my melee shit is like dope as fuck because I've got like it's maxed out on the skill, so I get 10% health every time I kill someone with the
yeah.
melee weapon, and I've got rejuve all the way up, so I'm just constantly getting health while battling, and then like I'm just running up, and also because the skill's up, I do 50% more damage with melee or
Yeah.
whatever, so I'm just dropping people.
Yeah.
It's
The
like
slow-mo skill is really useful for melee, and so is the fucking one where you just anti-gravity everything. Fucking
You just go
Oh, yeah.
slicing people.
It's
just
fun,
I
though.
was
They just need more
disappointed.
swords or like different things.
Need more swords, more melee weapons, and then different ways to swing them, or like put some different combos in there. It was super dry with like the same two moves. Like you got the same move for like trigger, and
then
then
you
the
can,
same
like,
other
slash
move for
with
from
B.
melee.
honestly, I kind of want more interesting quests. Like,
Same.
I feel like it's kind of a lot. There's a lot of fetch quest type fucking
Yeah.
shit, and I hate it.
It's because we're in game. We did all the fun shit like at this
Nah,
point.
it's true, but it's like, and I think honestly, the real problem is that I'm coming off of Baldur's Gate, where
That
everything
too.
is so fucking meaningful. You know what
Thought
I mean?
out.
That's what I
Like,
was talking to you about last week. What I was trying to explain is
Yeah.
it's like in Baldur's Gate, every detail matters, and in this one it's like there's some quests where you can literally do the exact opposing thing that you did the last time, but it's still the same outcome. Like you might get like a different like bit of money or something, but like it doesn't change anything, like it, and that's upsetting. I wish that they would go more in depth with that, but
have y'all dabbled in the base building? Have y'all built an outpost yet?
I started building one, but it's too complicated.
But I didn't really fuck with it much. I just left the adoring fan on like a random planet at the outpost. I was like, all right, you just stay here and manage this outpost.
He's like, anything for you. No,
I had to build one to offload some resources because I've just been hoarding resources. So
I have a fuckload of resources, but my ship is also like a Class C ship that holds like 5,000 fucking cargo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I finally I'm done until they either patch in some new stuff or
Did
DLC.
you guys download the driver update from NVIDIA last night or whatever, or was it the day before? I don't know.
It was a couple days ago, but I didn't because like I said, I'm done for right now. Just there's not much left to do.
I think I'm also done. And there's a lot left that I could do. I know that there's tons of shit in the game that I haven't found.
Just nothing
probably
substantial.
Interesting shit that I'm just done for now. I've played for like 4 days straight, like literally. You know what
in game,
I mean?
yeah. My in-game time is like 4 or 5 days.
It's
mine's
ridiculous,
4 days too.
I mean? I'm just a little burnt out.
Same.
I feel like I find myself just loading screen after loading screen, jumping from space to space, like looking for the next fix, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right.
That dopamine hit. Yeah, that's the it's still like my favorite game of the year, but like I just need to get some once they add some DLC.
I don't think it's my favorite game of the year.
Well, you played Baldur's Gate 3.
No, I mean, I honestly think I liked Tears of the Kingdom more.
Oh, really?
I really like Tears of the Kingdom.
Me too.
Again, I'm not talking shit about Starfield. Starfield is still like a fucking 10 game to me, Like a very solid game, very big, very fun,
We've just had too many solid games this year.
It's just 3 of like the best games in the world ever came out this year. Yeah. And I really feel like Tears of the Kingdom is still a fucking solid contender for game of the year.
It definitely probably will win game of the year, like just because of like we've talked about this. It's Nintendo. And it comes down to the critics, and the critics always give Nintendo that buff.
I think in a fair world, Baldur's Gate 3 should win because it's just a masterpiece. It's like a perfect game.
It may still win. I don't know. I'm assuming it's gonna be the Nintendo game. But we'll see though.
I would, I'm kind of in line with that. I think it's going to be Nintendo.
If it's not, it's absolutely going to be Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
For me though, dude, Starfield is up there for like #1 game in the past like 4 or 5 years. Honestly, because I'm a big No Man's, and then I've been waiting for a really good fucking Bethesda romp like this for a long time. There hasn't been any other game in the past 6 years that I've just dropped 4 days in like 2 weeks. And
I put about 120 hours into Cyberpunk when it came out, and I had about as much fun with Cyberpunk, to be honest with you. And like everybody, like I said, everybody gave Cyberpunk such a hard time, but I really, really enjoyed Cyberpunk, and I think
people have lightened up on Cyberpunk.
I mean, it was good. Yeah.
I feel like Starfield to me, I enjoyed about on the same level as Cyberpunk. I think Starfield's story was more interesting to me, like the main story. It had me like pretty into it there for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and Cyberpunk did too. But I think Starfield, like just the overarching like universe-ending ramifications of everything is just like it's just interesting to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it also feels like home because it feels like a Bethesda game.
Yeah,
like, so,
it does have
extremely,
that. The one thing
familiar.
that I'm missing from my Bethesda experience though is like the fucking music from Fallout.
It has that music though.
It has some decent music if you actually like. I found myself like not hearing it for a long time, and then I started to actually pay attention to it.
No,
There's
I like
some
the
good
like.
scores.
I like the background like wah wah shit, but like in Fallout where you can like bring up your wristwatch and like turn on the radio and it plays like.
I never did that.
That's
in Fallout.
like a big part of my like Fallout Bethesda experience. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I don't know why.
Huh. I don't know why they wouldn't have that option. Like
well, I mean, you can't just directly copy Fallout. It'd be kind of.
But you should be able to listen to radio on your ship.
You should have some kind of futuristic radio. That'd be sick.
Fucking.
It's like, thanks for tuning in to Pirate Radio.
I'm actually thinking about buying it on Steam though. Starfield
I think
Why?
I would if it was. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
because the modding capabilities.
Oh, okay.
So Microsoft
Is
through
it
Game
easier
Pass,
to mod or something?
it's infinitely easier. So like
Why?
because of how fucking Microsoft does their Game Pass games, they throw the files in very weird places that modders aren't used to, and then you also have to like have programs that force
Can't
inject
you like select
files.
where their files are being put on the Game Pass?
Well, yeah, but
like-
it's still different formatting from Steam. So like Steam, doesn't do any weird shit or nothing like that, and it's just the game and the files and bare bones. Microsoft does weird shit that's like kind of encases the code of the game
Yeah.
in different ways, and you have to actually get programs to force inject files of a mod into certain spots for it to work properly. And then other mods just don't work at all because it's different from how they programmed it for Steam, or just the regular game file. So yeah, if I wanted to just put a natural LUT, like a lighting mod on it, I'd have to go through like 2 software steps and like all kinds of crazy shit just to get it to work on Game Pass version. Whereas if it was just Steam's version, I just get a fucking script extender and then pop the mod in there like normal.
Yeah.
They're adding the modding shit.
In
the
2024.
early- yeah,
but
they said January.
oh, did they say early 24? Okay, but even then, like
It's a while.
it's gonna be like, isn't it like a self-selected or it's selected by Bethesda what mods?
I
that
don't
are-
know.
Yeah.
I think they just said they were adding console capabilities for mods that, like, I guess Game Pass or something.
The only
But-
problem is if you buy it again, like in order to like you have the deluxe edition on Xbox.
Yeah,
you
so
know
you'll
what
get
I
the
mean?
DLC.
So you would get in the
Yeah.
future you would get the DLC, but it would be on Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
So-
I thought about that. I purely want it because think about all the modding capabilities that are going to happen. in this
Yeah,
fucking
but there's
game.
probably also like I'm sure there's some cool mods out there right now, but the best ones I've seen are like Nicolas Cage flashlights and fucking like
yeah, I saw a couple. Yeah.
That'd be
no,
really
I mean
sick.
right now there ain't shit for it, except for like performance up
I
enhancements.
think by
and
the
shit like that,
time
but-
like they add the native mod feature into the game,
It'll be worth
it'll
doing.
have tons
Yeah.
of fucking cool mods. It'll almost be worth waiting, probably. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
I might stick around and just wait. But then if there ain't shit, if it is a curated list versus just whatever mods people throw out there, then I'm definitely buying the Steam
You
version.
need to go play Baldur's Gate 3, dog. That's what you need to do next.
I'm thinking about it.
It's fantastic, dude. If
Yeah.
you're
I'm
willing
still
to,
not done with Starfield right now, though. I want to fully flesh out base building,
yeah, fuck
modding
yeah.
weapons, spacesuits,
yeah,
all
there's a
that
lot
shit.
to do, man. I'll probably go back to it at some point.
Yeah.
but for
It's
now,
a lot of grinding for the skill points.
Taking
but-
some time. Yeah, I downloaded and played some Lies of P today.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
how's
same
that?
here.
How'd you feel about it?
I actually like it a lot more than I expected to like it.
Yeah,
I,
it's
I
great.
think it's really not only is like the gameplay really fun, but I feel like it feels fair. Like
Yeah,
a lot of Soulsborne like copy games like really try too hard with the fucking difficulty. Like Mortal
Yeah.
Shell is a good example.
Like go over the top, making the bosses hard.
Well, not only that, but
It's
it's like,
unbalanced.
it'll feel unbalanced. Like one of the things that makes Dark Souls so good is that it feels fair in all of its like fucking
Yep.
unfairness.
When
know
you
what I
lose,
mean?
you
Like,
know it's your fault.
Yeah, and like sometimes they'll like ambush you or something, but it's like as long as your reflexes are good enough, you can usually stop it or suppress it in some way. Dodge out of the way or something. It's like as long as you got good reflexes, you can usually like avoid any obstacles in Dark Souls games. And I feel like a lot of games will just be like, okay, we need to make an ultra fucking hard game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
to live up to the Souls.
the Souls like, you know.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think this one does a really good job of avoiding that fucking like trope, while also keeping the traditional difficulty of like a Souls game, while also keeping the total vibe of like Bloodborne. Like it is
It's
basically
very Bloodborne.
It's basically Bloodborne 2.
With
Really?
with automatons.
Yeah.
This is Bloodborne automaton
It's
version.
beautiful.
The character designs look really cool.
It runs really well. I'm playing the game in like 4K, like super smooth frame rate, like ultra settings, like no problem. Which is like you would think that it would run that way on my computer. computer. But at the same time, like a lot of games these days are just not optimized at launch and like have issues. You know what I mean? This game is like hella fucking smooth. Like I have had zero fucking
issues, same
dips or issues or anything. Like it's.
I'm playing at like max settings on a 2080 Ti and the HDR and everything, and it's just fucking.
The HDR is really nice on it, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty game all around. Like.
But I'm playing 1440. But the fucking how far have you gotten so far?
I beat the first boss and I got to the hotel, and then like I knew I was about to have to come here, so. I was just kind of dicking around, running around the hotel, like talking to everybody. So I haven't really done anything past that.
Though I feel like the weapon thing is gonna take a moment to get used to.
I restarted the whole game. Like I played up to the first boss with the balanced build, and I was like, I think I want to be dexterity.
I'm Dex.
So
yeah.
I went back to the
Dex
beginning and did a dex build. Like
started with the rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Which I don't regret. I think
it's so easy.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, the rapier build is way too easy. Like,
there's
you cheesy sons of bitches.
I'm not gonna lie. Like they all feel like in their own way, they're all pretty fucking easy. Like just the like I don't know. The game itself isn't that hard, but it's also I'm not that far either. You know what I mean? I expect the difficulty to spike in the very near future. That was like the very opening level and like the intro boss. And
the boss is pretty crazy.
The boss killed me like 3 times, and then I finally got him.
Are they like big and like
giant? Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Really cool. Really cool. Like the animation and stuff is awesome. The graphics are fucking phenomenal. Like it is a beautiful game. Like I don't know. I highly recommend it. Like I think it's one of the better.
It's on Game Pass. Might as well.
I saw somebody, one of the reviewers, like it was like Eurogamer or some like important reviewer gave it like a 4 out of 10. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
He got filtered on the first boss.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And what was his complaint?
I didn't even give the fucking review the time of day because that's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
that's just outrageous.
Like it's on Game Pass. Fuck it. Lies of P.
It might not have been Eurogamer. Sorry, I'm not trying to dog on Eurogamer. It was just somebody relevant like them. I think.
Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
It's Kotaku.
It'll probably be in that list on Metacritic if you wanted to check that out.
Oh yeah, Metacritic.
But most people are being pretty fair. I feel like it's a solid 8 or a 9. You know what I mean? I haven't got, like I said, it might get worse like as I go into it or stay good. But right now it feels like a straight up fucking like Bloodborne clone. Like it really has that same vibe and everything. It actually kind of feels like.
Are there guns in it?
No, but you
have
doesn't
like Bloodborne have like some.
Bloodborne has like guns
or types of guns. Yeah.
There are guns that the enemies have and like shoot at you, but like your left arm it's kind of got Sekiro vibes too, because your left arm is like a fake arm and you like use it to do stuff, so you can like shoot. Like right now I've got this thing that shoots a string out and like pulls things to me, but you could switch it to like a metal arm that punches people really hard, or like there's a bunch of blank slots, so I'm assuming there's other sweet arms you can find throughout the game that do cool shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm betting one of them might be a gun, you know what I mean?
Would make sense. I mean, if you just shoot a freaking grapple.
Some freaking Metroid type shit, you know what I mean? But yeah,
that's dope.
It's really cool. I like it a lot. But again, I'm not that
it
far.
looks good.
Was it the VG247? No.
I don't know. It was a 4 out of 10.
I'm looking. It looks like Eurogamer gave it a 6, basically. Let's see what they had to say. Liza P review: a decent imitation that never quite matches the real thing. String theory. Okay, well,
that's fair, I guess.
That's just your opinion.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm enjoying it more than like Wulong Final Dynasty or Wulong Fallen Dynasty, excuse me, or fucking.
That was just trash ass game.
Yeah, it was a terrible game.
You can't even get past the first boss. Like, not because he's like it's like a filter, but it's like literally like fighting the last boss on Dark Souls right at the beginning. Like, they were just like, here you go.
I don't know, Jamel. Sounds like a skill issue, man.
No, dude.
No, that game is just stupid.
I watched fucking like Anthony and Byram, who have been playing Dark Souls since like the beginning of Dark Souls, and neither of them could get past it.
Jesus Christ!
It's just not a fun game either. So you don't want to like take the time to like learn the mechanics. I think to me, a game like this has to be like beautiful and also interesting, or else I can't sit there and take the time to learn how to like do everything. You know what I mean?
Also, they put the parry and the dodge roll on the same button on in that game. So like
what?
Yeah, like you hit B to dodge, but also hold B to parry. Like it was just fucking
weird.
dumb. Like it was the dumbest controller layout ever. So like you just keep constantly like hitting the wrong thing. Like it's not intuitive. This one is intuitive. I switched my run over to the A button, but besides that.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I've also been playing Sea of Stars. I haven't really been playing it. I played a little bit of the beginning of it, but it seems pretty cool and like nostalgic if you're into that kind of like old school Chrono Trigger type game. You know what I mean?
JRPG.
Sea of Thieves, Sea of Stars, Starfield.
Yeah, this one, it's like made. They got the I think it's the guy who did the music on Chrono Trigger, or like one of the game, maybe it was Golden Sun or something.
It's like concentrated nostalgia. Like it feels like an SNES game, but it feels like an SNES game through the eyes of a child, like what you imagined an SNES game looking like as a kid, you know? Like it's beautiful, like, and the art is like really, really good, but also like it kind of has that pixel art style, but it's not as pixelated as like, you know, like when you're playing a pixel art game on a CRTV and like CRT TV, and like it's just like
it looks
right.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
blended.
what I mean?
It's almost blended. Yeah,
it kind of has that vibe. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But in a really crispy, clear way.
So
you
it's
know what I
like-
mean? Like
yeah.
it's pretty. Like I don't know.
I know. I know what you're saying, because I saw a meme the other day, or maybe not a meme, just internet picture. You know, the other day talking about how we see, what is it, 64-bit now, to compared to like how we saw it on a CRT TV.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking.
Because they thought about that when they were developing these games.
Dude,
you
it
know
looks
what I
so
mean?
much better. It looks so good. Like
Even the N64 and stuff. You know?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like it actually did look better
'Cause
when
it
we were
hid-
kids. We just
Yeah.
like nowadays, if you see it on an HD TV, it doesn't look right. It
Yeah.
like doesn't look like what it actually looked like to
Yeah.
us.
back in my day, I swear this looked better.
It makes me want to go and buy like a Sony CRT like TV,
You
like
could probably
just
get
a
one
nice
for
one.
fucking so cheap, dude.
Or not. I don't
No,
know. I feel like
they're on
they're like rare
collectors
now.
things now.
Really?
Yeah, especially Sony ones. Like Sony
Yeah,
had
the
like,
Sony one.
that dude. That's the one that you want to get, because Sony made them like specifically for like gaming. Like they made like ones that are just like the perfect like resolution and
Dude,
everything.
You just need
for it.
one of those little shitty ones with the VHS player attached to the bottom of it. Like,
Shit, old Facebook marketplace. We got a bunch of Sanyos. There's a Sony.
Is
$400.
That's what I'm saying.
God damn.
man, hold on, dude.
All right, here's another Sony for $145.
Let's go to the pawn shop real quick.
Yeah, the
dude.
pawn shop, you could grab like a fucking Sanyo for like $10,
That's what I'm
but
fucking saying, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of Sanyos on here.
when you turn it on, you hear that like that radiation just like cutting through
Hell
your
yeah.
ears.
Or if you have your like hand like real close, you can kind of feel the static of it starting up.
Yes.
Remember when
That's
you-
what I'm talking about.
Dude.
You could like hear a TV turn on like 3 rooms away. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That
Uh-huh.
weird like
Yeah, it's like yeah.
what the fuck was that?
It was fucking electricity
It was
going
cancer.
through shit.
It's something. But like, I swear I could like hear my neighbors turning their fucking TVs on and shit. Like, you'd randomly get that beeping noise in your ear where it's like,
I don't know about all that.
you know what I'm talking about?
No,
I think I was just
You know, like when you turn your TV on, your nose just starts bleeding, fucking crazy, right?
See, Jamel,
y'all
Jamel
never-
was a touched child.
No, you're telling me y'all don't remember like that weird, like almost like not a beep, but like a noise like you
Did
could
you hear voices too?
I did.
They speak? Jamel.
Jamel.
Jamel's parents wake up and he's just got his hand on the TV. They're here.
But y'all don't remember that shit? Like, or like, did y'all
remember-
never experience that?
I'm sorry, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
One of these days, I'm gonna get a
I-
CRT TV and see if it's real. But like, I swear, like it's like when it turns on, you can hear that noise.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
sometimes
Uh-huh.
it would just sustain that noise. Like it wouldn't.
No.
Maybe
yeah.
I just had like an electrical issue with my TV, but I could hear it. Like it would just stay. Like I would just hear that noise just constantly.
No, I know what to, like. I know that I hear the noise when it starts up, but I don't ever remember hearing it constantly or being able to hear hear it like in another house or anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, bro. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Did you ever get shocked as a child? Fucking-
Yeah.
Maybe I'm like, I got superpowers. You know, I just hear CRT TVs turn on.
Super good hearing.
Yeah, super good CRT
That'd be the
TV
shittiest
hearing.
fucking superpower. They send you to like Professor X's school.
It's like, did
What's your
somebody-
power, son? You just, I heard a CRT TV.
In the 90s, my power was a lot more useful.
even then.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways.
And then, let's see, I played a game called Crazy Kung Fu. It's like a fucking VR workout game where you have one of these, it's like a wooden thing in front of you.
Oh,
and
like with the
Yeah,
different
kinda-
like
Yeah.
pegs on it to hit
I
it.
think that's kind of like the inspiration, but
Yeah.
it's got like these spinny things on it, and it's like spinning at you. So you gotta like block the sticks
Yeah.
and punch the pads and like dodge the fucking knives.
Oh, yeah.
But like it starts out simple, and there's
You're
just
gonna
like
get fucking jacked doing that regularly.
that's my plan. You know what I mean? So fucking, you can play either in a dojo or you can turn the alternate reality on and like have it like a mixed reality type thing where it like uses the pass through to like put the poles all around your like living room and shit.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is gonna be sick whenever the Quest 3 comes out.
I was about to say
you know what I mean?
the Quest 2's pass through got to be kind of jarring. but-
It's okay when you have like a small area to work out in and you don't
Yeah.
want to like punch the fucking wall or something. You know what I mean? Like it makes me feel comfortable
Well, yeah,
about like
and
not
that is a
stepping
real-
on my cats or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When
Or
I'm just
kicking 'em
trying to
across the room.
exercise, really. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, I
But
think.
yeah, it'll be a lot better when it's on Quest 3 though.
Oh man, it's gonna be so good.
We better fucking hear something about that.
I
soon.
can't wait for that fucking Quest 3 to come
It's
out.
supposed to come out. It's supposed to come out this holiday season. We haven't
I-
heard shit.
I'm gonna have to snatch me one of those up.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
I think Facebook might pull a GTA with this one.
Dude, no, they can't. They can't do that.
I don't know, man.
No, they can't do that.
You would think
Honestly, the
we would
GTA
have-
thing pissed me the fuck off,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm still mad about it.
mad about that.
I'm
like,
still angry.
how are you gonna tell me you're gonna give me like my
San
dream game?
Andreas in VR, and then you rip
and then-
it from our hands.
Dude, oh, that's just crucial. And then, okay, aside from that, I've also been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm like halfway through another playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, but this time I'm just pure evil, dude.
Oh yeah,
Fucking-
got any interesting stories from the fucking?
Honestly, it's just bad. I'm just a bad dude, you know? Like, I've never had a game that lets you, like, indulge the evilness so much, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
without getting punished.
I'm,
or,
like, just killing my fucking partners and, like, fucking people are leaving my camp because I'm just so fucking evil, you know what I mean? Like,
Like, why are we with this guy?
like, you can just do just anything. Like, it's horrible. Like, like you can walk up to a squirrel and just be like, hey, fuck you. And the squirrel's like, fuck you. And then you just stomp on it. Like, it's horrible. Like, you can do anything you want, dude. Like, it's fucking insane. Like,
poor squirrel.
and so, like, it really lets you lean into, like, the evilness of
Yeah.
just doing every situation you're in. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
they
they were talking
find
about-
some way to make it evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were talking about somebody like took most of the people from the first act, killed them, and hoarded them in a shed or some shit.
Yeah, you could probably do that for sure. It's fucking crazy, man. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. I definitely recommend doing an evil playthrough. But now, like, okay, my first playthrough was kind of just like how I would have done everything, you know, like my own morals, which are like somewhere between the good and evil, you know what I mean? Mostly leaning towards the good, obviously.
Mainly evil.
But, you know.
Burns a bad dude.
I also didn't really understand how to play the game as much the first playthrough, so I made a lot of like crazy mistakes that ended up like completely altering the course of the game, you know, which is okay. I think that's how they want you to play the game, you know, like
Yeah.
the game is intended for you to not like be successful in every encounter, you know what I'm saying? So like you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. It's like part of the game, you know, it adds layers of story onto things that would otherwise just be simple. Okay, I win this encounter and now I'm fucking, you know, like
Yeah.
there are some things the game expects you to fucking not win or not do as good with, you know what I mean, until your next playthrough, and then you're like, okay, I gotta save this guy this time, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I'm trying to do everything different while being as evil as possible, You know what I mean? And like, I'm just doing all kinds of horrible things. I'm like fucking like romancing every girl in the camp and then just killing them. Like, it's fucking horrible. I'm just like a horrible person. And like,
Goddamn,
I'm doing a Dark Urge playthrough in the game. So like, it's got like other evil shit like built into the game. On top
you were telling us
on top of just the naturally evil shit I'm already doing. You know what I mean? So it's just like the ultimate fucking evil character. Fucking.
It's like serial killer vibes.
It's really good, but it's also like the first like legacy character I've played as my main character. So I really think playing as any of the main characters as like your main character
gives you extra shit.
Not only gives you extra shit, but it gives you extra insight into those characters and their motivations. Like if you're playing as like Asterion or something, I'm starting to think you probably get more of his story and stuff. You know what I mean? Which is super interesting to me because, you know, after you played through the game a couple times, you're like, all right, now I want to like dig deeper into these people and like what their backstory is and stuff. I don't know. It's such a good game. I've spent so much time playing it, and it's still just like incredibly engaging. Like, and my second playthrough feels like a totally different game. Like, I'm in different situations and different areas, and like progressing to Act 2 through different routes and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's really different and fucking fun.
Hello.
Anyways, and that's all I've been playing.
Word. And I just have to say, I'm not crazy, okay? Why do CRT TVs make noise? Basically, it's the 15,625 hertz sawtooth-like signal that drives the horizontal deflection coil that is heard because the generated magnetic field moves the coil. It's a problem with all TV CRT. On some, it's barely audible. In others, it's more noticeable because the coil is more able to move. So mine, I just had a fucked up TV.
Brent. Sounds like a bunch of scientific mumbo jumbo to me.
But yeah, there's like, it's called CRT whine, like whining. So I'm not crazy. I just had shitty TVs, okay?
Sure, Jamil.
I'm crazy.
I'm not crazy.
They just come and put me in the fucking like.
Some guys in lab coats just come in with a straight jacket.
Yeah.
Come on, Jamil.
They're like,
take your medicine.
It's all right. We'll let you watch some TV. They press the buttons.
No. They don't put anything on. It's just the TV on.
Yeah, it always sounds like when in a war movie when a grenade goes off and you hear the long beeping noise and they're just like, "Sir, get the fuck up!" You know, but it's like, yeah. That's what it felt like every time I turned the TV on. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get.
So your childhood was like a war zone.
Yeah, of course. Let's get into the video game news. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place so you can get it. Whoa. Anyways.
Okay.
Not like that.
You can get it.
Well,
but the news.
You okay?
No. I've been coughing like for the past 3 days, and I'm not sick. Like
the vid?
Vid 2. Vid 3 at this point, if it was vid. But no, like I'm not sick or anything. I just keep coughing a lot. Anyways,
Okay, it was weird how like everyone got COVID kind of all at once. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's almost like
how many people did you know that got COVID all around the same like last couple weeks? We had a bunch of people. Yeah, a fuck ton of people in my office. A fuck ton of people I just know, like all at once.
I think everybody's just done giving a shit at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was weird how, like, nobody was sick, or in my circle, nobody was sick. And then all of a sudden, everybody's got, fucking COVID. I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
It hit all at once, But anyways, so we got two big showcases that happened. Do one of y'all want to do one?
I don't have them.
Okay,
so,
I'll take one.
You know, sorry,
did you
I know that
get
I usually
any?
do that.
I did not have the. No,
okay, I'll do these. Let's knock these out because these are the big ones.
Yeah.
So we'll do the PlayStation.
I figured Brent would have the PlayStation.
No, sorry, my bad. I didn't have that.
Wow, you're really letting your corner down there.
Yeah, I had to like just disgust myself by getting this PlayStation news here. No, I'm just kidding. No, but so PlayStation held its latest State of Play showcase where Sony's gaming arm focused on upcoming indie and third-party games on the way to PlayStation consoles, as well as the PSVR 2 headset.
Oh shit!
If
we get any announcements for PSVR 2?
It looks like we're about to find out.
Oh
so,
shit!
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is out on February 29th, 2024. So,
that's actually not so bad.
yeah, so this was like the last but biggest announcement of the whole show. It says the release. Basically, we got the release date for
I
Final
saw the
Fantasy.
trailer. It looks epic. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Yeah, it's like open world on this one.
I saw also. Well, this is just one of the news articles, but we can talk about it. Fucking, they said that there's only going to be a 3-month like window of exclusivity. So hopefully they like get on actually making an Xbox port.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that just means it's coming to PC. But
well, Phil Spencer also gave an interview recently talking about bringing not only Rebirth but fucking
Final Fantasy
remake,
in general.
fucking yeah. So it's possible that you could get Integrate and fucking like I was saying last week or maybe
That's what I was saying. We were
before.
talking about it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe we brought it into the universe talking about that.
I really feel like that's something that should and will happen. You know, I think there's something at Xbox keeping it from happening because Phil Spencer said he's going to look into making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so apparently it's something on his end, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, because why wouldn't Square Enix want to make the money if they have
because Sony paid them. So if Sony wanted that exclusivity.
Yeah, but the exclusivity window's over.
Yeah,
and now
but
you can make money off of a whole new market of people. Like, why wouldn't you want to? And I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than just porting it over to Xbox.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it seems pretty doable.
Well, once it's already on PC, it should be easy to port to Xbox. I feel like it's like very similar setups. And nowadays, even the PS5 is still. It's like they both are basically the same fucking thing. Like,
yeah,
you know, one just has different games than the
both
other.
AMD graphics cards.
Yeah, it's probably not.
So
that
I saw
hard.
there's another article that Final Fantasy VII Remake just sold 7 million copies.
I
That's what
believe
I'm
it.
talking about.
I believe it.
Huh?
Yeah. It says, more interestingly, the end of the trailer unveiled that Rebirth will be released on 2 separate discs. I mean, that's not
Two
really.
separate discs. That's crazy, bro.
I mean, that's how they did the first one. The first part 1 was 2 discs.
Was
Games
it?
still
Yeah.
come on discs? No, shit.
Was it?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? You're
Dude,
sure
it's been
about
so
that?
long since I had a physical copy
I know
of a
that
game.
like the original Final Fantasy VII game was on 3 discs. You know what I mean? Like that was a thing back in the day.
Like multiple discs.
And is one disc like bonus content or something, or are they both the game?
Yeah, it had 2 discs.
Really?
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah, because
For PS4?
mm-hmm. Two Blu-ray discs.
Man, that's absolutely wild. Well, cool.
Yeah, very
That's
interesting.
a lot of data. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe we'll get it to. I mean, but nowadays a disc is just like an install. It's like literally, and then it like digitally downloads the rest of it. Like, so I don't even understand.
Yeah, that's why I had the confused look on my.
It's not like they actually put the whole fucking game on those discs
Yeah.
anymore.
Maybe one of them is the whole fucking game on the disc, and then
That'd be
the
tight.
other one is just like a key to run the game or something. Like, but why
Yeah.
wouldn't you just put it all on the same disc?
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
don't know.
mean?
That's where I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
So Insomniac Games released a new gameplay trailer for Spider-Man 2, where the biggest takeaway was that over 65 different spider suits will be available when the game releases next month.
I believe it. I mean, that was kind of a big draw of the first couple Spider-Man games. Like, was just the amount of like fun bonus suits you could get. You know?
Oh, yeah. Says Insomniac notes that the original designs, in addition to suits that were depicted in comic books and movies, will be available. Then Capcom confirmed that its critically acclaimed remake of Resident Evil 4 is indeed getting paid post-launch content in the form of Separate Ways, which releases on September 21st. Set during the events of Resident Evil 4, players control Ada Wong, who appears a few times in the main story. So
I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna buy that.
yeah, that's so. Well, speaking of that, we already knew that a VR mode for Resident Evil 4's PS5 version was in development, but news has been seldom until today, where Capcom shared a new gameplay trailer along with confirmation that the PSVR 2 mode will be available as a free download sometime this winter.
Hey.
This winter?
This winter,
Like before the year's over?
before the year's over.
What? what?
Yeah, dude.
Let's fucking go.
You gotta look up the
Oh,
trailer for
I
it.
can't wait to play that shit in VR, dude. Like, okay, I had so much fun playing the Oculus VR one. That's like the old school one.
yeah.
You know, this is gonna be tight. Like, okay, I don't know what it is, man, but Resident Evil games are my favorite
VR,
thing to do in VR. Like, I liked Resident Evil 7 and 8 so much.
Yeah, I wish I
Like,
could play through 8 like
You-
in VR.
you
I wish I could play through any of them in VR.
They're all
minus-
PSVR exclusives.
Yeah, that's all PlayStation.
Honestly, I would let you fucking borrow my thing for a day or two if you just wanted to fucking blast through Resident Evil 8 real quick. You know what I mean? Because it's just an experience, and I
Yeah.
know you take care of it. You know.
Well, it's
what
just
I
a
mean?
lot though. It's a console and a headset.
Yeah, well,
Fucking-
yeah.
But no, yeah.
But we could make it
but
happen.
It's just, I mean, we got to demo
it's
with that
so
one.
good though, man.
Yeah,
like,
when you brought your headset for us to demo, when you first got the PSVR 2, like
And
that shit was fun as fuck.
not only that, but the one on Oculus was really good. The 4.
Yeah, I have 4
just
on.
the plain 4.
Yeah, I
like,
have that
I
one.
played through that whole thing, and it was like super fucking good for what it was. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy that they like just got it running so well on the fucking Quest 2. I mean, I know it's an old game, but it's just so good, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm excited. Ugh.
Yeah, dude. That's what this is for.
This is good news right here.
Ubisoft showed off a new trailer for its upcoming open-world game Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora at the September 2023 State of Play. Players will control a Na'vi who was abducted?
Yeah.
Abducted? They look at how they spelled that. Abducted by the RDA and trained in quote-unquote human ways. As one of the last members of the Sarintu clan, players will return to Pandora in a fish-out-of-water type experience. And Frontiers of Pandora is out on December 7th.
I really want that to be good, but something deep in my gut is just telling me it's gonna be fucking
I
trash.
don't.
bro.
I haven't watched any of the game. Is there
The gameplay looks great. I
Yeah.
mean, like
It
the
looks like Far
trailers
Cry.
look good, you know, but I still just something down deep. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really trusting Lies of P either, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. So
Yeah.
Who made Lies of P?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Some random
it's a good
studio.
question.
Apparently, that Wulong game is getting some of the weapons from Lies of P, like as downloadable content. Like, in
Oh, that's kind of fun. I
like
guess.
interesting.
I mean, like, you know,
So, Sony,
if you're into that game.
if you're into that kind of thing. No, but Sony is adding more options to provide some personal flair to your PS5. At the State of Play, the company announced the Deep Earth Collection, a new line of accessories that includes 3 new colors: volcanic red, cobalt blue, and sterling silver. These new
Whoa,
colors will-
Sterling Silver. Do you have a picture? That's sick. I gotta check that out.
it looks like that.
Oh, that's fresh. I want the sterling silver, dog. Oh.
Sterling silver.
I want a
blue.
sterling silver controller. I got a silver plate off Temu. You know, like I replaced like the bottom part of my controllers with like a silver thing and a
Yeah.
gold thing. Like I got a gold one on my blue one and a silver one I got a gold one on my white one and a silver one on my blue one.
Hell yeah.
But I was thinking that'd be really cool to have just a silver on silver or a silver on gold. That would be sick
Ooh,
either
that'd
way.
be flashy as fuck.
Woo.
Yep, and the red and blue faceplates and DualSense controllers will arrive on November 3rd, while the silver color for both will be available on January 26, 2024.
Dang, that's so sick. I got my faceplate all fucking decked out with stickers right now, though. So if I switch faceplates, I would lose all my. I've got some.
You could
really
swap 'em
cool
out every now and
stickers.
then,
I
you
could
know?
do that. Yeah.
You know, when you get bored. So Bennett Foddy, the developer behind Getting Over It, announced that his next game will arrive in the summer of 2024, published by Devolver Digital. Baby Steps, based on its new trailer, looks a lot like a walking simulator where players control Nate, who walks this world one step at a time.
It's so okay. You know that one game where you had to like walk with the like different key presses and stuff.
Yeah,
It looks like
like
it's gonna be.
Octodad or something.
similar. Yeah,
No.
it's like that.
Yeah, or even like further back to like the Flash game on computer.
Yeah.
Where each leg is a different button.
Yeah, or like muscles and shit. It looks like something like that. And then the freaking character is just like the commentary from the character that you are is pretty funny. I watched a little clip of it. It looked like it could be very frustrating and entertaining.
I think that's kind of his thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
Getting Over It was kind of a physics game where you're just trying to like flip over a fucking mountain with like a dude in a jug.
Yeah,
right?
and the one,
Yeah.
that's the one where he like has that little hammer thing where he throws himself up.
Fucking weird game, but
Yeah.
like, you know.
This looks like it could possibly be one of those again.
It's always
Like,
interesting to see when like a indie developer's coming off of like a smash hit, what their next thing is gonna be. You know what I mean?
Definitely. After an announcement last week that Roblox was coming to PlayStation consoles, State of Play revealed that the PS4 version of the game will arrive on October 10th, and it includes cross-platform support.
Oh man, kids
Dude,
are gonna be
Roblox?
shitting themselves, dude.
Roblox is fucking weird. I see like
Roblox
little
is-
weird little videos on the internet like out of nowhere, and it's just like, this is fucking Roblox.
Dude, Roblox is fucking ridiculous, bro. Have you been on the fucking microtransaction store inside of Roblox?
I've never played Roblox.
No.
I've only
Have
ever
you seen the fucking cosmetics inside of Roblox, bro?
No, but I've seen crazy.
Some
shit.
of those shits are like $100 fucking for like a fucking like peg leg or something for your character, and like kids fucking want that shit,
a
dude.
supreme body fanny pack.
Let me tell you a
thing.
little story. We were at my like fucking niece's like birthday party the other day, and we gave her like $20 and a fucking card. You know what I mean? And she like opens it. And she's like, yes. She's like, I almost have enough to get what I want, and she puts it in the stack. It's like fucking a lot of money,
$300,
you know. And her dad's like, "What do you want, sweetie?" You know, like, and she's like,
Roblox.
she's like this on Roblox, and she pulls up this I'm not joking. Like, it's a fucking peg leg that's $100 fucking dollars on Roblox, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's children playing this game. Y'all can't be making this shit fucking $100.
That's
like,
exactly why they make it $100.
Yep.
Because they know like kids are gonna be like,
it's disgusting. Where's the fucking cops? Where's the fucking British cops that fucking come in and stop everything?
the
Fucking-
British cops.
I'm telling
The
you,
British
man.
digital cops.
Yeah.
They're like vigilant about the loot boxes and shit, but we're not shutting
Oh, yeah.
Roblox down.
No,
you know
them
what I mean?
V-Bucks, dude.
I see where you're
It's like
coming
the
from,
same
though. Yeah,
thing.
that is fucked.
It's outrageous. I mean, it makes Fortnite look like it's fucking cheap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. We live in a fucking insane world when it comes to kids and video games now. Like when we were kids, you bought a game and it was there. That
Yeah.
was it. You know, like there wasn't much more to it. You know, like I don't even think DLC was a thing until we were like probably like 12 or 13.
the first instances of like DLC that I remember are like Diablo expansion packs, and you'd have to like buy a whole extra like disc and like download it onto the thing. You
like
know what I mean?
Oblivion, I think was.
Oh yeah, Oblivion had
Yeah.
some DLC and stuff, but that was like, yeah, actually Oblivion had a good bit of DLC. There was like a watch games.
Yeah. Oh,
Fallout-
Halo had a map pack that you could buy. Like Halo 2, it had a map pack that came on a disc. Like it had like some extra multiplayer maps, and you couldn't play against people who didn't have the extra multiplayer maps. Like it's just fucking crazy, dude. But like now, kids can literally go spend $100 on a fucking peg leg that doesn't do anything. It's not functional. It's just a cosmetic.
It's
That's-
absolutely
Jesus
ridiculous,
Christ.
man.
But yeah, anyways, after being announced over 2 years ago, In Dreams officially announced that Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord will release on October 26th, just in time for Halloween. Set in San Francisco, players run their own ghost-busting business. Players will have the chance to play solo or with up to three friends as they try and, quote, stop the powerful Ghost Lord and his band of malevolent ghosts from causing chaos. This is a
this the
PSVR
VR?
2
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Mhm. I've seen the trailers for this. It actually looks kind of fun. It's like Phasmophobia, but silly with guns. You know what I mean?
Nice, nice.
Dude, that's something that we need to play again.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
Phaz?
Especially now that my computer could probably actually fucking not
Play-
like, catch on fire while I'm fucking
Yeah,
playing
because
it,
I
you
don't
know
think
what I
I've played it with my 3060 either.
Bro, it was struggling with my old
With our 2060s, dude.
It
Yeah.
was like playable,
I
but
don't know.
like barely.
Yeah.
You know? Which I think it's gonna be great now. I actually kind of want to do that.
Dude, we should. We should.
I'll
we need
download
to
that
plan a
shit
time.
tonight, Yeah.
Okay.
Or Arrowhead, the developer, announced today that Helldivers 2 will arrive on PS5 and PC on February 8th, 2024.
Okay.
And then Following its colorful reveal in May, Square Enix announced that its Splatoon-esque shooter, Foam Stars, is getting an open beta. The beta will be available on PS5 and will commence on September 29th and conclude on October 1st.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then Bandai
boy.
Namco Studios made a jaw-dropping surprise, announcing that its over 2-year-old RPG Tales of Arise is getting an expansion, subtitled Beyond the Dawn. The expansion arrives on November 9th.
Okay, I'm sure somebody's hyped about that.
But that was it for the state of play,
Okay.
which there's not much.
Not much new, but a lot of
Yeah.
information there. You know what I
At
mean?
least you got some PSVR
Updates.
2
Yes.
stuff. The
I'm
VR heads
super
are good.
hyped about Resident Evil, man. We need something for PSVR 2, dude. Like, honestly, PSVR 2 is really getting neglected right now. Like, it is like an empty fucking store. You know what I mean?
Kind of had a hunch it might have been.
Well,
Like,
PSVR 1 wasn't exactly the most, like, popular thing when it first came out, but
But it
it
got a
was
lot more
love.
heavily
Picked up, though.
supported by
Yeah.
Sony. You know, like, they didn't stop making and producing games for it. You know what I mean? Like,
I've been too busy trying to stop the acquisition.
Sony's counting on third-party games to fill the void right now. You
Which
know
is
what I
also
mean?
weird, not just on VR. The only first-party game that we know about coming right now from Sony is Spider-Man 2. That's the only one we've known about for a while. They didn't mention any other first-party games.
Is that
yet.
true?
But yeah,
I think there's some other stuff coming. Hold up, let me look.
no, there's no announced or like known dates for anything for 2024, like first-party wise.
That means we're probably about to get hit with a wall of fucking announcements at some point.
That's what it's either. Yeah, it's
'Cause
probably.
Sony is not one. They've got like 10-year plans down the board and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we know they're working on stuff. You know what I mean?
But ever since this fucking battle with Xbox, they haven't announced anything. Like it's like they've kept everything close to the chest, besides like Final Fantasy VII, and which is not technically first party. It's like the 3-month exclusive thing.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we know about that doesn't have a release date yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Marvel's Wolverine, like
Which we saw the Wolverine trailer like a year or two ago.
right.
It was
but
a
we don't
long
have
time
any
ago.
real information on it. you
No
know?
gameplay
Same with
or anything
Knights of the
either.
Old Republic remake, same with Death Stranding 2, same with
Not-
Silent Hill 2 remake, same with fucking
Knights of the Old Republic 2 remake got canceled.
Knights of the Old Republic remake got indefinitely
Yeah, that's
fucking-
not coming.
but it got picked back up. It is coming.
Wait, it got picked back up by who?
Yeah, it's the same people. Fucking, I think Aspire's
Aspire?
still making it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can look it up.
What?
They're still working on it. I'm pretty sure they just took a hiatus for a little bit there, or something. I don't know. Something happened there. But
Let me see.
and then Final Fantasy, I guess, is their big one probably.
Let's see. No, so Aspire's not working on it.
Oh, they switched teams or something.
I guess. I don't know. But apparently Aspire's not working on it anymore. They just got done doing the Tomb Raider stuff, which we're about to talk about here in a second. Yeah, I can't find anything on it. Update. Oh wait, here we go. June 4th. KOTOR remake update offered by publisher. It says Insider Gaming revealed that the update comes from Embracer Group's year-end report. In said report, the company lists all games that are currently planned for release or in development as of May 24th, 2023. Alongside multiple other games, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is listed as in development at an internal Embracer Group studio but that's all it says. I don't know. They haven't made any announcements since they went on the indefinite hiatus, though. That's just like
Yeah, I don't know. I think they would be fools to not eventually make it. You know what I mean?
definitely. They need to at least give it to somebody who can make it.
Same with the fucking Grand Theft Auto on Oculus thing, though. It's like,
Yeah.
if you actually just made the thing that you promised, it would
People would be
fucking
hype.
People would be fucking kicking down the doors trying to get an Oculus Quest. You know
Oh,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean that would sell consoles.
that would be so cool.
Well, now that we're done with Sony's State of Play, let's go to Nintendo's Direct. So, first off, another beloved game from Nintendo's portfolio is getting the remastered treatment for Switch. This time, it's Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. We didn't get a ton of information outside of updated visuals and the fact that it will be out next year on the Switch. This game originally came out on GameCube, and it's kind of like everybody says it's the best Paper Mario.
It's a good game.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, honestly, if you've already played it, it's probably not that hype, but like I never played it, so.
It's one of those things where updated visuals really aren't going to add that much to the game.
Yeah.
No, not the Paper Mario.
It's a linear. It still had some RPG feel to it.
It's a
so-
great game. Like, just mechanically, it's a fun game to play. It's got a lot going for it. I put it up there with, like, any of the other Paper Mario games.
For sure. And then Nintendo announced a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game.
I saw that, but I didn't actually see it. Like, what is it? Is it like...
It's like a puzzle game that originally came out on the Game Boy Advance. They just remade it so it says this is a remake of the original game that was released back in 2004 for the GBA. The reveal trailer not only showed off gameplay but confirmed local co-op too. But basically, it's like little mini puzzle areas, like you're just like in this thing, and like Donkey Kong is up on the top like being an asshole, and you gotta like get through the puzzle to get up to him.
Okay.
It's interesting. I mean, I'm sure it's fun, but it feels like a little
the
micro
classic
game.
Donkey Kong throwback kind of.
Yes.
All right.
And then in a surprise twist, F-Zero made an appearance at the Nintendo Direct,
Hype for this.
but it's just F-Zero 99,
I know.
which was announced.
I'm fucking hyped for this one.
It does look tight. It is a Battle Royale style racing game that also supports the SNES wireless controller. F-Zero 99 is out today, but it is exclusively available to those who hold an active Nintendo Switch Online subscription.
Dude, fuck Tetris 99. Fuck Pac-Man 99. Fucking F-Zero 99.
Wasn't there a Mario 99 or something?
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that was the
so.
first one. Yeah, so this one, it's just F-Zero, except for they drop 99 people on
This shit
a
looks
fucking
so fucking tight, dude.
track, and it's like literally the original SNES one, and then
That's dope.
they added, you can like customize your ship, like
It
like
looks sick, man.
it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna be swerving on everybody.
Then this is probably the biggest one that they announced, but Nintendo previously announced that a new and at the time untitled Princess Peach game was in the works. The Direct finally unveiled some gameplay along with a name for its new game focused on the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Princess Peach Showtime is the name of this game, and Nintendo also gave us a new look at the game. According to Nintendo, the gameplay varies depending on which transformation Peach takes. Basically, it's like she's on a stage, she's like doing like the stage becomes the level, and like whatever the story is about on the Broadway stage is like whatever type of thing she'll be able to transform into. There's like Kung Fu Peach, there's like Sword Peach, and like
cool.
all this different shit. I don't know how it looks. It looks like it might be too easy.
I
but
need to see the gameplay here because it sounds cool how you're describing it.
it looks cool.
I want Kung Fu Peach.
Kung Fu Peach, bro.
That sounds badass.
And then we got Nintendo previously announced that a new and at the time untitled. We already did that one. Okay, here's what Aspire's been working on. The original Tomb Raider, along with Tomb Raider 2 and 3, are getting the remastered treatment for Nintendo's hybrid console. Out on February 14th, 2024, the remaster compilation will have an option for players to toggle between the updated visuals and the original polygon look for some retro flair. Updated visuals aside, the remasters will also include expansions and secret levels for each game.
Cool.
It looks all right.
I don't care how pretty you make it look.
The
fucking-
game's not going to feel good.
They're not playable anymore, dude. Like, fucking unless you, like, completely revamp the control system, which is possible, you know?
It's like on a grid base. Like, it feels like
is
in Pokemon. Like,
hard to play, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it was designed with, like, D-pad controlling the
Yeah.
whole game in mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
not only that, like, it was, like, made to be hard. Like if you wanted to like jump, you have to like think about it before you actually like. You basically have to hit the jump, anticipating like her to take 3 steps and then jump. Like it's not like you hit the button and then they jump. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I remember playing the fucking third one whenever I was a kid, and it was even back then. I was like, "This is fucking hard."
I think I played the first one, and I was like, "This is dumb."
Yeah.
I wandered around the. What you're in the first one? You start in the mansion, right?
I don't.
I honestly don't remember anything about the story.
Start in the like you have an option to go to the mansion in like the main menu or something in one of them. I can't remember.
Maybe I was too stupid to
It might have been the second one or something. I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
Me either. I just remember
It's been so long.
like diving into the well or whatever that like giant hole thing was that they show in the trailer for this one, and it was just like very hard. Anyways, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD was already in development, but today's Direct gave us a new look at the trailer, in addition to confirmation that the remaster will arrive next summer on Nintendo Switch, which...
That's a good idea. I think
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion is one of those games that, like, fundamentally is basically the same game, and the new Luigi's Mansion, like, it's not much different gameplay-wise, so
No.
it makes sense to just add a coat of paint because the mechanics work. It's a unique enough game to like hold up.
This is the one from the 3DS, though, I think.
Oh, the 3DS one?
Yeah, this is
Was it
the
Dark
Luigi's
Moon or
Mansion
whatever?
2. Or it might have been the first DS.
The one on DS was called like something Moon or something, right?
Yeah, where did Luigi's Mansion 2 come out?
Luigi's Mansion 1 was on GameCube. I remember that, and I remember
Was
being
the second one on Wii?
The second one.
No, it was on 3DS.
Really?
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2 originally came out on 3DS. So this is going to be the HD Switch version of the 3DS game.
That's actually badass.
It is pretty cool. Nintendo kicked off today's Nintendo Direct with a new gameplay trailer for Splatoon 3's second wave DLC expansion called Side Order, which is available as part of the game's expansion pass, but will also be sold separately. Side Order will be available next spring. And then...
Have you guys seen all the memes about the Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch?
I was just
dude.
about to talk about
Yeah.
that.
It's so fucking hilarious.
Oh,
right?
have you seen the pictures?
Uh-uh.
Dude, I've seen some like
It's
screenshots from
bad.
it.
Oh,
It's-
no, I have seen some pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like their eyelids aren't rendered at all. Like, and so they're all like bug-eyed. And
There's like no texture on their skin either. It's just like fucking N64 graphics.
yeah.
I don't know what people expected. Like,
yeah.
if you want parody on the
Mortal
Switch...
Kombat 11 looked pretty good on the Switch.
I mean,
to be
I
fair,
expected
you know
a
what I mean?
little better than what it looks like. I expected bad, but I didn't expect
Like Mortal
that
Kombat
bad.
11 just looked like a
Whoopsie.
lower,
They
like
just,
a
like, put
lower
it-
resolution version of the other games.
Have
you
you
know?
seen it, Jamil?
Yeah, I see
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I grabbed an article for it.
I did too. I was immediately going to go to that after this, but since we're already talking about it, there's no point. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's atrocious.
Yeah, if you want to see some funny looking, video games.
That's what Call of Duty's gonna look like. whenever
It's beyond potato mode. Like
It is potato mode.
Yeah, it is for sure.
It's like they
potato.
they put it on like the lowest possible settings, and then we're like, that'll
and
be
then
perfect
cranked
for
it back
Switch.
5 more.
Yeah,
Like,
they're like, just take all the textures out. We don't need any of that. But Ubisoft provided another look at its upcoming Prince of Persia game, The Lost Crown. The latest installment in Ubisoft's dormant franchise was announced in June during Summer Game Fest. This 2D action platformer is slated to launch on January 18th and is being developed by Ubisoft Montpellier, the developer behind Rayman Legends.
The only thing I don't want more than a fucking remake of The Sands of Time is a fucking new 2D Prince of Persia game.
Apparently, I mean, it looks okay. It looks like a Metroid type game. Like, it honestly looks okay. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
It's probably tight.
it looks
I'm
okay.
just playing.
On a Switch, it would be fun. Like on any other console, fuck no. But like, I'd play it on my Switch. And then we got another look at Super Mario RPG Remake, which was announced at the previous Nintendo
This is the
Direct
only
Showcase.
thing I'm picking up my Switch for real.
Same.
It's going down when this comes out. Fucking.
Yeah, the latest trailer showed another look at gameplay of the Super Nintendo Classic. It is still coming out on November 17th, which my sister bought it for me for my birthday, so I already
What?
have it like day one. I'm waiting.
Oh, that's badass.
But it feels like it's been forever. November, bro. I got that. I got it. My birthday was in July, so like I've been waiting. I keep thinking it's October.
When is
it
that
comes-
coming out again?
November
Oh
17th.
my God, dude.
It's forever, dude.
That's so.
And then Trombone Champ, the goofy rhythm game where you use a trombone, is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. I guess this was out on other things before. Trombone.
Does it come with some sort of like trombone peripheral?
No, but what you can do is so alongside a port coming in Nintendo's hybrid console, we also learned that the Switch version of Trombone Champ will take advantage of the gyro controls.
Yes.
You can use the Joy-Con
Dude,
as IR motion sensor to play the game. So like you can hold your Joy-Con like this, and like there's an IR sensor, and you can
slide.
yeah, you can like do all the
That's not how trombone.
Oh, I'm thinking of but
Trombone's just like
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
the slide.
Okay,
Which would be
yeah, you
perfect,
can just do the
honestly.
slides.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I need a VR version of this game. You know what I mean? That'd be
That
sick.
makes more sense. But yeah, so Nintendo Switch owners do not have to wait much longer to try Dave the Diver, as this previously exclusive PC title will be available on the hybrid system on October 26th.
People are going apeshit for that game, man.
Dave
A
the Diver.
lot of people
Yeah,
really like it.
Like
yeah.
it was really popular when it first
Our
came
boy
out.
DL was playing the shit out of that game.
You know, I almost bought it just because it was so fucking like
Hyped
because
up.
everybody was playing it. You know.
Interesting. I'm going to have to take a look at that.
Apparently, it's just a super chill game. You go dive in, catch
Yeah,
a
it's like a
fish,
chill
and
roguelite
throw a
type
sushi.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't you like cook?
yeah. He's a sushi chef. That goes
yeah.
diving. You go diving for your fish, and then like there's other shit to find down there. And yeah,
Monsters.
Very
We
chill
got our first look at the next wave of Mario Kart 8 DLC out this holiday. Wave 6 of the Booster Course Pass introduces a new racing track, Daisy Circuit, from Mario Kart Wii. In
Damn,
addition,
they got
to,
so many fucking tracks in that game now.
oh yeah, at this point it's like bigger than Smash Bros. Like with the amount of extra shit they've thrown in. And
I can appreciate all of the DLC for this game, though. You know, it's one of those games where it doesn't make me mad that they're
No.
continuously making, because it's like they're adding a bunch of shit and it's cool.
But what the fuck are they
Keeping the
gonna
game
do
alive, you know?
when the Switch 2 comes out and they got to make a new Mario Kart? Like, and then they just go all the way back to nothing.
I'll tell you exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna
They're just gonna
remake
port
every
this
single
shit.
one of these
Yeah.
fucking tracks and sell it to you all over
Yeah.
again. Fucking.
I mean, there's a huge fucking like competitive like field of Mario Kart that just keeps. That's gonna keep it alive forever. Like,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
yeah.
In addition to 4 new racers, or in addition, you get also 4 new racers: Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Peachette.
Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong.
Oh shit! It's gonna be like Diddy Kong Racing in this bitch.
Dude, that would be tight. They just need to throw Conker in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, that's what they should do instead of fucking Mario Kart for the next one. They need to kick it off with the Diddy Kong Racing 2. That would be hard.
They
as
did
fuck.
a Diddy Kong Racing too, but it was on the original DS.
Did they really?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
Oh, I'm downloading the emulator.
I don't
for
think
that
it
when I
did
get
very
home.
well, but yeah, there's definitely a Diddy Kong Racing 2 on.
Oh, I'll play the shit out
DS.
of that, man.
Um,
The original Diddy Kong Racing was my shit.
that game's hard as fuck.
Really? I don't remember it being hard, but I guess I
I
just.
don't,
Dude, the campaign, like, dude, the very first fucking, you have to race that elephant, and it's like,
There's a
no
campaign.
matter what it wins, like, it's just hard. But Detective Pikachu is out on October 6th, and ahead of its release, Nintendo provided another cinematic trailer for the game. The latest trailer focused on how other Pokemon will aid Detective Pikachu and Tim on their adventures, such as Darmanitan, who can smash rocks for the duo. Thank you. And then Nintendo took a moment to share some updates in the next wave of amiibos dropping. For Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora, the protagonist from Kingdom Hearts who served as the final DLC character, is finally getting his own amiibo. No firm release date was announced, but we do know it will release sometime next year. Additionally, Tears of the Kingdom themed Zelda and Ganondorf amiibos will be released on November 3rd, while Noah and Miu from Xenoblade Chronicles 3 are set to get their own amiibos on January 19th, 2024.
I bet if you get the Tears of the Kingdom
Oh, yeah.
amiibo and go in Tears of the Kingdom and fucking do the amiibo thing, it probably has some cool fucking shit you get.
You can do that with, like, any amiibo, and you'll just get a bunch of food. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty
That
tight.
game is so fucking tight.
It is really tight. Originally released a little over a year ago on PlayStation, PC, Xbox, and mobile devices, Horizon Chase 2 is finally out on Nintendo Switch starting today. That looks terrible.
I saw a thing saying that there's a rumor going around that Horizon Forbidden West is coming to PC pretty soon.
I thought you were going to say coming to Switch. I'm like, what the fuck? That'd be cool, though. Now, I mean, the first one's on there. I don't see why they wouldn't bring this
it
one.
makes sense.
Yeah, especially since like it kind of got fucked over by what was
Elden
it? Tears
Ring
of the
or something?
It was Elden Ring. Yeah. Like a second wave of
Bro.
cells would do it.
Yeah,
good.
it really should have done a lot better than it did because of Elden. I don't think anybody expected Elden Ring to be like the hit that it was, though. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Who could have predicted that would be the fucking like big game that
like
year?
world phenomenon.
Yeah.
It was. Another code, Recollection, is a new compilation that features another code, Two Memories, aka Trace Memory, and its sequel,
What
another
kind of
code.
anime shit are you talking about right now, bro? What in the anime was that?
Another code R. The latter marks
slash dot hack.
.hack. That marks the first time the game is releasing in the North American region. Another code, Two Memories. Yeah, whatever. It came out on DS back in the day. It's too much. And then Square Enix announced at today's event that its sci-fi fantasy RPG series Saga is getting a new installment subtitled Emerald Beyond, and it arrives on Nintendo Switch next year.
Slash dot
This is where they kept all the weeb stuff. Was like right at the end. Vanillaware unveiled the next project it is working on, a tactics RPG called Unicorn Overlord. The game is set to release on March 8th. The official summary for the game notes that Unicorn Overlord will allow players to, quote, cultivate an army with over 60 distinct characters and grow your renown throughout the 5 nations in this epic fantasy experience. Okay. And then
not where I thought that was going.
Yeah. Sounds a lot deeper than I expected.
Yeah.
Not very unicorny. And then
there's unicorn.
It's like the final boss.
Fuckloads of unicorn.
It's like, oh god. No, after a few delays, the Suikoden spiritual successor Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes has a new release date, April 23rd, 2024. This 2D RPG was announced in 2020 with funding for the game conducted through Kickstarter. So, then we got WarioWare. So Nintendo showed off another look at WarioWare Move It at today's event. The game was originally announced at the June 2023 Nintendo Direct and was previously confirmed to have over 200 microgames, which is not enough. You know, like I feel like
200.
I mean, they're like 3 seconds.
They're like 3 seconds
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Like, and if you're gonna be putting multiplayer and like all this stuff in it, I feel like they should aim to do like at least 1,000, and then
for
like
replayability.
I agree,
yeah.
actually. I feel like you should have combined the last WarioWare game you made and this WarioWare game into one WarioWare
Game.
Yeah. And then Nintendo briefly shared an update on its project to convert an old plant in Kyoto into a museum celebrating its work and development history. In addition to confirmation that it will be completed by March of next year, Nintendo announced that it is
That's
painting the iconic question block on the roof of the museum as shown in the show.
It'd be pretty cool to go up there and take a Japan trip.
Oh, dude,
stop
just
in
to
there.
go to the Nintendo museum,
I mean,
dude.
I'd definitely do some other shit.
Nope,
while
that's
I
it.
was
Nope, just
Just fly home.
Stop
immediately.
talking, Brent. We're only going to the Nintendo. we spend like $4,000 to go walk through their like one like maybe 10-minute long museum. Fly back, like definitely worth. We could go to Nintendo Land, the Nintendo Museum. Oh man, it'd be great. Anyways, let's get into the news. You know, you guys take it from here.
Oh yeah, we still have news, huh?
Yeah, that was just the big shit.
So Unity has apologized for the install fees.
This was a big ordeal.
Yeah,
it still is.
was this last week's news?
We didn't talk about it yet.
Okay,
this
then
all
let me-
happened since.
Okay, then let me back up. So, let me back up even further. Did I not get the original story?
No, it should tell you everything in there.
True. Yeah, it'll probably recap it. So, a new report from Bloomberg outlines some of the changes reportedly coming to the policy. No, it's not. Hold on. Previous story. I'm sorry. This is bad podcasting.
It's okay.
Trying to find the original story. So, okay, here's the original story. So game developers aren't happy with a new policy from Unity that will cost developers a small fee every time someone downloads a game built on Unity's game engine. It's called the Unity Runtime Fee, and the new pricing model will apply to developers who reach a certain amount of installs and revenue. Quote, we are introducing a Unity runtime fee that is based upon each time a qualifying game is downloaded by an end user. Unity's announcement reads, in part, quote, we chose this because each time a game is downloaded, the Unity runtime is also installed. Also, we believe that an initial install-based fee allows creators to keep the ongoing financial gains from player engagement, unlike a revenue share. Because that makes fucking sense. So that's what they've done. Like, basically, anytime someone creates a game using their engine, the developers get charged an install fee.
Yeah, basically, like, it depends on how many people are installing the game. So, like, if one person installs your game, you're paying them, like, 2 cents per game or something like that. But if over 100,000 people install your game, you're paying them, like, 20 cents per game or something
Holy
like
shit.
that. Yeah, and then if over 1 million people install your game, it's, like, it starts becoming, like, a marginal, like, profit cut of the entire, like, thing. But the thing is, people, like, the developers are pissed, you know? The Cult of the Lamb guy is talking about, like, not even releasing the game and shit, like, or something, like, taking it off the servers or something. Like, he's mad as fuck, you know what I mean?
I would be. I mean...
And, like, there's lots of big-name games that are developed or being developed in Unity right now, you know what I mean?
They're about to lose all that shit. I bet you people just stop using Unity altogether.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're... I mean, you know, even if you got to learn a little bit of extra shit to switch over to Unreal or something, it's like, at least you're not going to be fucking fucked at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's fucking ridiculous. They've even received death threats.
They had to shut down the
the office. Yep. Yeah, they had to close down. So yeah. So back to the first article that I pulled up. But yeah, they are of course doubling back on that and saying that they're going to be changing their policy.
Good.
Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, fucking.
But they're not walking it back.
Who owns Unity? EA.
Unity, I think, is its own company.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, is
Unity.
it its own?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like that's their bread
Sorry,
and butter.
wouldn't have surprised me, you know, if it was EA.
Yeah.
Sounds like some EA shit.
Oh, man, that's
what you
crazy.
got, Brent?
All right, let's see what we got here. It's been a rough couple of years for Titanfall 2 players, but it looks like that may be about to change.
Shut up, Brent. Don't give me hope.
After years of minimal upkeep and no new content, the game is finally getting some much-needed TLC with the release of a new game update. As this is the first major update the game has received in quite a long time, observant fans are getting the distinct sense that something is up, especially after a Titanfall Easter egg was discovered in Apex Legends patch notes that were released earlier this week. The update itself finally fixes matchmaking and improved server stability, making in Titanfall 2, making it playable for the first time in years. Additionally, after 8 years, Titanfall 2 private matches have been taken out of beta, which isn't too shocking, as Apex Legends players regained access to the private feature earlier this year. New and old game modes have been added as well and have been rotating ever since the update went live last week.
Shit.
Yeah.
I might have to hop back
That's
on
what
there.
I was saying.
Dude,
fuck around and play
Titanfall
a
2
little
is so
Titanfall.
good.
It's a good game.
It's so fucking good.
So yeah, and so there's a lot of speculation that we got some new Titanfall info coming.
No, man. Look, as much as I fucking want it to be true,
I've always said they're not going to do Titanfall until the Apex Legends hype dies down.
and it ain't dying down.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it is dying down a little. You
That
know?
was
People
some
aren't really
for
talking
sure.
about it as much. Like, it was hot for a second.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It ain't as big as it was, but there's still a steady player base.
I don't ever think they're gonna like take it offline, but I think they might refocus some of their efforts to.
Dude, fucking good. Give us Titanfall 3.
Yeah,
like,
that's
come
what
on.
I'm thinking. You know.
Man, I mean, Apex isn't bad, but like, it's not Titanfall.
It doesn't have the Titans. That's a big part of the Titanfall experience. You know.
Yeah, I think Apex sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
I think Titanfall 3 should just be a VR game. That would be fucking
That'd
sick.
be insane.
You know what I mean?
That would
That'd
be
be
tight.
a lot. That'd be a lot in VR.
It would be so cool, dude. It would be so fun. You
It
could do
would.
a full campaign, you know, Titans and shit. It'd be like
Dude.
Titanfall 2 campaign, but in VR,
Titanfall 2
basically.
campaign is so good.
and then sweet multiplayer. That'd be tight.
Dude, yeah, I mean, so good.
So big news here. Apple says its iPhone 15 Pro represents the, quote, next generation of mobile gaming, end quote, with support for consoles and PC games previously unavailable on mobile hardware. Revealed at today's Apple Wonderlust event, iPhone 15 Pro is getting a lineup of AAA games including native versions of Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil Village, Death Stranding, and Assassin's Creed Mirage. Apple also teased huge performance upgrades and ray tracing for gaming on iPhone. This represents a huge milestone for mobile gaming, as Assassin's Creed Mirage's release on iPhone 15 Pro will mark the first time that a console/PC Assassin's Creed game will run natively on iOS. Not to be confused with cloud streaming or the upcoming mobile-only Assassin's Creed game, it appears the full version of Assassin's Creed Mirage and these other titles will be available on iPhone 15 Pro. We'll have to wait and see how well these games perform and how AAA gaming impacts iPhone 15 Pro's battery life, but the idea of playing modern AAA games on mobile hardware is fascinating. As for release timing, Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, and Death Stranding are coming to iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max later this year, while Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming in the first half of 2024. Assassin's Creed Mirage is set to hit PS Phone, blah, 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 blah.
Doubt.
Apple says the Pro class GPU is 20% faster, featuring a 6-core design with better peak performance and energy efficiency. Apple says its new A17 Pro enables, quote, next-level mobile gaming with fast, efficient performance and hardware-accelerated ray tracing. So
that sounds pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Like the first time I actually feel like I should maybe upgrade my fucking phone, you know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, if this is legit,
I'm about to say that. Let's see it come out and be
it's not just the
work.
Okay. First of all, we got to think about the fact that iPhones are like $1,000 devices usually, especially like brand new ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
up to $1,500.
So but also the ramifications here for like mobile gaming in general, not just for iPhones, because the technology doesn't necessarily become obsolete, but it gets cheaper quick.
Yeah, very, very quick. So, like in a year or two, when everybody's on the iPhone 16 or 17,
exactly,
the 15 Pro is going to be way cheaper.
But I think the real implications here are on the next Switch, the next, Quest, the next fucking,
even the Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck.
If this actually comes out and is doing this shit.
The Steam Deck is already technically capable of hardware accelerated ray tracing.
Sure, but it's not a phone. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm just saying.
It's
and it's way bigger and it's way louder and it makes
clunkier,
a lot more heat. But it's also
you could literally just buy a little
half
controller.
The price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with half the functionality. That's what I'm saying. You're getting a phone. You have to have a phone.
I'm just saying. My point is, it's a way more expensive device, so you can make it more. Ergonomic, I guess. It makes more sense to have all the shit more compact and because you're probably paying a premium here. It's like the Apple the Oculus Quest Pro.
Though the thing about it is it depends on who you get your phones through, because if you have a plan with AT&T, they have the Apple Care and all that bullshit.
I'm hoping that I get an upgrade.
That's what I'm saying. You get an upgrade.
Launch me up to that fucking premium phone. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby.
You're paying $70 a month for your bill, including your phone, that you're paying for. Why would you not get it? You know, I'm paying. I pay $70 a month for this. This is a iPhone 14 Pro.
I'm still rocking the 7 Plus right now, dude.
Not including your phone bill, or
that includes my phone bill. That's what I'm saying. So if you upgrade, you're I pay $80 a month. For the iPhone 15 Pro, if I trade this towards it, it's fucking cheap as hell.
Might as well.
Phones are so cheap nowadays. If you have a plan with AT&T or Verizon or whatever, it just makes, honestly, if they keep going this direction and they actually get a lot of native games onto the iPhone, people are just going to start gaming. It's going to create way more gamers, and not just mobile bullshit gaming.
But you also have to think about the fact that you're sharing hard drive space on your phone.
Correct, with the game.
Your pictures and everything else. Your text messages, all that.
Though you typically with the Pros, they typically start around 200 fucking gigs of shit, so it's like
Yeah.
it's not bad.
But I mean, like, I typically have like 100 gigabytes worth of fucking pictures
Pictures
on
and
my phone,
everything.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like kind of a picture hoarder. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, I found a way around that though. I've been
cloud.
buying. Well, not even cloud. I don't like cloud services. I just don't. I don't know. I'm weird. But I found these like memory sticks you can buy that like plug directly into your
nice.
fucking phone, and you can just download all your pictures and shit onto like these flash drives. That like one side of it is like a phone lightning cable, and the
Yeah.
other side is like a USB port, so you can just like instantly transfer it to
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I almost bought Samsung has just like little USB-C flash drive, like up to like a terabyte. And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
This
That's
fucking
that's
big.
what I have. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it hooks right up to your phone. It's fucking
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, yeah. Well, with Samsung phones, it's USB-C.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The-
They had a USB-C version of it you could get.
Apple's
Which now
Apple,
USB-C.
I was about
Yeah.
to say Apple's even going USB-C now.
They have
new
to
one.
because of the UK
Yep.
rules. But like, so now, like, all I know is this is like unprecedented. Though this is cool. Like, and I think honestly it has something to do with the VR shit that they're trying to do. Like, they're just trying to overall get
Well, and
into
also
this
they
space.
probably have this like fucking these chips that they've like developed for the VR that are probably relatively
Just
affordable.
sitting
You know what I mean?
Oh, did you
Like-
see the new so the Apple Watch thing that they added? It's called double tap. So like, which is basically the gesture that you're using with
I saw that.
with the Vision Pro or whatever. So they're starting to get people used to like using the gestures.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if you have the Apple Watch and somebody's calling, if you double tap, it'll answer it, and then if you double tap your fingers, it'll end it. Like, so it's like they're trying to get people used to the stuff before they start putting out the Vision Pro and people start buying that, and then like they have to actually do all that shit.
Yeah.
So like, it's funny that they're just like.
Incorporating the motions already.
Yeah, you can see
They're
what they're
training
trying
you,
to do.
yeah.
Training you. They're putting
Conditioning.
games. Though, dude, iPhone gaming is about to get legit, dude. I'm gonna have to upgrade.
I'm
Just
with
'cause-
it though, because like think about how revolutionary the whole touchscreen thing was from iPhone. You know what I mean? Like it changed
Yeah.
the fucking game. You know?
Oh, yeah.
If you can give me another game-changing way to fucking navigate my fucking daily life, like let's do it.
Yeah,
You know?
and also, I mean, they have the little like Xbox and PlayStation like controller hook-ons that you can just put on your fucking phone. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
and they're
not,
cheap.
Not only that, you could literally just Bluetooth your Xbox controller to your phone or your PlayStation controller if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'd rather have it connected. Like,
Yeah.
I don't imagine like just having that sitting there and you're trying to want
The
it
little
up
hook-on
close.
controllers are sweet, and they're only like $20. You can get them at Walmart.
Yeah,
fucking
they've got like a
Amazon. There's
official
tons of-
Xbox brand.
Oh yeah.
Like,
There's also tons of unofficial ones that work just as good.
Oh, yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like,
I just like that Xbox feel.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm an Xbot.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I gotta rep my boys. But anyways, very exciting news in the mobile gaming space. Who wants to go? Obviously, you don't get access to Steam, so that's the big downfall there.
Mm.
But who knows? 2 iPhones from now, what it's gonna be like. But
Yeah, the whole phone market is trying to make big shifts in a lot of different directions right now.
if
yeah.
you can get
Very
60
excited.
frames, though, that's all I want to know. Are you
Well,
gonna be
here's
able
the
to
thing,
get
you
60
know,
frames?
No.
It's gonna be
I don't know.
optimized for iPhone. I'm thinking, yeah.
I'm thinking. I don't think that they would be fucking hyping it if it wasn't 60 frames.
Well, it would
I
still
don't
be
know.
impressive to have like
30.
30.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be very noticeable on a screen that size. But at the same time, I think if it's capable of hardware accelerated ray tracing, there'll probably be a ray tracing mode that's 30 frames per second and a performance mode that's 60 frames per second. That would be my guess. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's gonna be tight to see. That's all I'm saying.
What's
It's
the
gonna be crazy.
resolution on the screen on that thing?
I don't even know what an iPhone screen resolution is. Let's see.
Not anymore, yeah.
Let's see. iPhone
15 Pro.
15
Because there's probably
Pro screen resolution.
it's probably a way higher resolution than it has any right to be for fucking.
2556 by 1179.
So
Yeah, that's a
less than
fuckload of pixels for a tiny little screen.
Yeah, it's basically like 4K, right? Like for
No.
No.
for that
No.
small.
No, but it's fucking. It's near. It's like 1440.
slightly over 2K.
It's not quite 1440, but it's fucking.
No, I
It's
just
a-
mean
it's-
like relative. Like
It's
if you
higher than 1080p on a fucking tiny screen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 460 pixels per inch is what it is. So,
What was it? 22 what?
Okay, so it says Apple is using the same Super Retina XDR display from last year with always-on display technology and 120 Hz ProMotion refresh rate. The iPhone 15 Pro Max features a resolution of 2796 by 1290.
120 hertz refresh rate. That means there's a potential that we might even go above 60 frames per second on the fucking performance mode if that's a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Pro Max has a 2796 by 1290, and then the iPhone 15 Pro has a 2556 by 1179. So the Pro Max is even better, like screen or resolution wise.
That's just an insane amount of pixels. I feel like your eyes wouldn't be able to
tell on such a small screen.
I mean, I'm sure it's beautiful and vibrant, but like, I bet the game's not running at that resolution.
I'm curious.
You know what I mean? Because like,
it's just Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch.
If you have it running in 720p on a screen this size, it's gonna look fucking marvelous.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they'll probably lower it down just because of battery life.
Well, yeah, battery and like
overheating.
And performance.
You could even drop it down to 720 and then like FSR it back up to the fucking native resolution. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand. Like, to be honest with you, like, look at how big the Steam Deck has to be. Look at how big the Switch has to be. How is it possible that they're doing this natively? Like, it just doesn't make fucking sense to me.
Not a dedicated graphics driver.
Yeah, but the heat distribution is what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to do this? The fan.
iPhones are just going to start catching on fire.
Dude,
or catching houses on fire.
It's definitely going to be like, it's got to have to at least make some noise or something. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, all that shit talk about the Samsung phones blowing up in people's pockets. Wait till we get the fucking gaming on iPhone.
Hey, at least you can game before it blows up. But, like, at least you'll die
doing
doing what you love, okay?
You've been able to do plenty of cool-ass gaming on Samsung.
No, that's true, but at the same time, like, this is
next
another
level,
man. Like,
yeah, this is a step up for sure.
I'm interested to see. I bet it's all going to be really well optimized.
It's Apple. They're not gonna put out some shit that sucks. Like,
and Capcom wouldn't dedicate their time to making like 4 versions of Resident Evil fucking playable on the iPhone if they didn't think they could do it.
What do you mean? All they got to do is just go and let's shrink the screen. And that's we all know how game dev works.
All right, fuck it. So, the exclusivity status of The Elder Scrolls 6 was one of the burning questions following Microsoft's $7.5 billion buyout of Bethesda back in 2021.
Is it really a question? There's people really
confused
about this?
Question this. People are so mad about this too.
People are like, maybe it won't be exclusive, even though Starfield was exclusive.
Like, they wouldn't do that because they'd make less money. It's like, no, bro. They're doing it because it will make them more money. Because then people go out and buy Game Pass or buy an Xbox. Like, it's going to happen. Or they pay $31 on their Game Pass and play it 6 days early. You know what I'm saying?
No regrets.
No regrets. Fucking so Phil Spencer has danced around the issue, most recently insisting a decision had yet to be made. But now, according to one of Microsoft's own documents, the debate is over. The Elder Scrolls 6 is set to skip PlayStation 5. Might fucking skip Series X too at this rate.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like the next gen game. It's gonna come to iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Yeah,
dude.
for real. Fuck. iPhone fucking 25 Pro Max.
Yeah, like, I mean, they just went into early production on that game, like, straight up.
If they could make Elder Scrolls games as fast as they can make iPhones, we would be fucking in business, dude. We would never be bored ever again.
I feel like they would not be as fun. Like, there would be no depth to them. Like, they would just all be Outer Worlds, basically, level. I am excited to see what an Elder Scrolls 6 will look like. Like, just going...
Dude, if you could give me an Outer Worlds level game every year, I would take that. I'll take that over a fucking Elder Scrolls game every fucking 8 years or whatever.
Nah, dude. Give us this Elder Scrolls 6. Like, but take it back down. Like, it's going to be like Starfield, but just one giant map and, like, way more shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like... I mean, think about
give us all of fucking Tamriel.
Think about how long people played Skyrim for. Like, people still play Skyrim. You know, it's like one of.
I think the problem with Starfield versus Skyrim or Fallout is the fact that like it feels continuous on Fallout or Skyrim.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
yeah.
you just never like have that break in like the motion,
The
like
reality
you do with,
of
like
it.
you know the going into orbit and all that,
fast
you know what I mean?
traveling and
Yeah.
stuff. Like you literally have a giant open world, which is going to be exciting. Like especially for them to get back to like their roots and like do another Elder Scrolls.
I just want them to hurry up and do Elder Scrolls so they can hurry up and do another Fallout. I know I know I'm thinking
I
way
agree.
down the line here, but
or let fucking Obsidian take the Skyrim engine or whatever and make like a
Fallout.
New Vegas style
That would
game.
be awesome, and I think it would keep people satiated in the meantime. You know what I
Though
mean?
I think Outer Worlds 2 might be that.
Oh, Outer Worlds 2 is going to be dope. And
Yeah.
honestly, Outer Worlds 1 is not a bad game, man. It gets a
no,
lot
but
of
you can
hate.
tell it got cut short. They're
I
like
mean, it's not as big as fucking Starfield, obviously, and, you know, as epic as Starfield, but it's still a fucking decent title. You
It's
know,
okay.
With a lot
Yeah.
going for it.
Parvati and or whatever her name is, all that stuff. Like it was okay, but like the game, you could tell it wasn't fully fleshed out. Like and they talk about it. They had to cut like 40% of the game. So like this was before they got bought by Xbox. So now they got that budget. That's why I'm excited for Outer Worlds 2 because you could tell they had big goals and they just didn't get to do
Yeah.
it. You know, but I'm excited. Anyways, what you got, Brian?
Supergiant Games announced that Hades 2 will enter early access in Q2 2024, so basically forever from now. But, you know, it's, you know, worth getting excited about nonetheless because Hades 2 is going to be sick.
Nice.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin?
Jamel.
Is it me? Jamel? Next-gen Nintendo console news has swelled with the revelation that Nintendo briefed Call of Duty maker Activision on its upcoming hardware in December of 2022. Emails released today as part of the Federal Trade Commission versus Microsoft trial over the $69 billion buyout of Activision Blizzard reveal preparations for a meeting between Activision executives, including boss Bobby Kotick and Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa, set for December 15th, 2022. The emails about this executive briefing are heavily redacted, but they do include a note from Kotick, read out live during the trial in the summer, that hint at what players can expect performance-wise for the upcoming hardware. Given the closer alignment to Gen 8 platforms in terms of performance and our previous offerings on PS4 and Xbox One, it is reasonable to assume that we could make something compelling for NG Switch as well. It would be helpful to secure early access to development hardware prototypes and prove that out nice and early. Gen 8 refers to the generation that includes the Wii U, PS4, and Xbox One. NG Switch means next-gen Switch. In February, Microsoft President Brad Smith said the company had locked in a 10-year agreement to bring Call of Duty to the Nintendo Switch, blah, 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 blah. But basically, it's going to have, like, next-gen power. So it says, supposedly running the Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 tech demo and all this shit. So it'll be interesting.
Not nearly as impressive now that I know that an iPhone 15
Right?
is going to be fucking playing
Literally,
Resident Evil fucking 4 remake. Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude. If this
with
is
ray
legit,
tracing.
like the Switch is basically fucked. Like other than the fact that it has Nintendo games, that's the
Yeah.
only thing that's keeping the Steam Deck and the Nintendo Switch okay, because you're not going to have access to Steam on your iPhone ever. I seriously doubt it, or at least not for a while. And you're never going to have a Nintendo, like, whatever comes to Switch on there.
Apple is huge about their software wall, basically.
Though they're working with Capcom, so who knows? They'll just get their own, like, they'll just work individually with the devs, but still, it's like you're not gonna have that giant fucking roster of games you can
And
get
my
on
thing is,
Steam.
like, if the little GPUs, integrated GPUs, whatever, are getting this fucking advanced, what's the fucking 50 series gonna look like? What's the 60 series gonna be able to do? Like, what?
Yeah, but these are Apple chips. I feel like they don't let people see their shit. I feel like Apple's like Area 51 over there, just like putting out dumb shit like that. Like, how the fuck has nobody done this? Like, I don't understand. That's where my brain hurts, because I'm like, if they could do this,
it ain't been done yet. Like we're jumping.
no, it's done, dude. If Apple says it, it's done.
There's fucking tons of prototypes. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? Like
That's-
they're about to ship them out.
Yeah,
Fucking,
it comes out like before the end of the year.
I mean, there's also PC gaming on Macs, but how many people do you know that game on Macs?
Yeah, but that's a whole separate thing. That's like this is your phone, bro. This is what I'm saying. It's like it just doesn't make sense to me.
Now you got a good point though with the Mac thing. Like, but also they've been trying to like progress the gaming fucking scene on Mac. Like they are trying to make strides to make Mac a more viable like gaming ecosystem. It's just not fucking.
Yeah. But like but we're saying with Capcom, I mean, individual games are going to have to be made for it. There's not going to be ports or anything like that because Apple
well that's like a
shit-
pro
yeah.
and a con because the pro everything's going to be
Optimism.
super well optimized.
Yeah.
Con,
Con, there's not going to be as many titles.
yeah.
Unless they keep it active. So hopefully people will buy enough of the titles when they release, which I would assume it would be very easy to get people to buy it because the attachment rate of like a fucking iPhone, like every time a new iPhone comes out, I wonder how many they sell. Like it's got to be just
Metric
insane.
fuck ton.
You go to the fucking mall here, like the Woodlands Mall, around the time the new iPhone comes out, and that fucking
People are
Apple store has a
lined up.
line
Yeah.
all the way out the fucking door, like of the mall.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting to see. But anyways, is it?
So, Starfield developer Bethesda has outlined a raft of improvements coming to the space role-playing game post-launch. And I'm going to save you all the fluff and whatnot, but here's the list. So the first things that they're going to tackle are brightness and contrast controls, HDR calibration menu, FOV slider, NVIDIA DLSS support, thank God. 32 by 9 ultra wide monitor support, which I thought this one was interesting because I'm playing on an ultra wide and I didn't notice any like wonkiness with it. It actually looks
Are you
really
32 by 9 though? Fucking, because I think that's
good.
like
I don't know. What is that aspect rate?
I don't know. I don't know shit about aspect.
I know
ratio.
when I bought my monitor, it said ultra wide, and I mean
I've
it is
seen
a
people
long,
complaining
skinny
about
boy.
it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but like the pictures are stupid. Like it's always like a really like stretched out dope widescreen picture with like fucking this much black on either side. Like it's already widescreen, but they have like a mega fucking widescreen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Maybe
It's for the wider screen.
the
like-
mega wide. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's
if
a double wide.
and then an eat button for food. So you don't have to because you have to put food in your inventory and then you eat it. You can't just eat food straight off the ground.
They also need to add
they
a
need
junk
that, for
button,
sure.
like at the when you go to sell shit. There should just be a sell all junk, like
I think?
no, like without having to go down to like into your resources. And,
Miscellaneous.
I agree.
They need a junk button. They need fucking I don't know. There's a bunch of
a lot
menu
of
shit
quality
that.
of life improvements that
Yeah.
mods will probably fix faster than Bethesda.
Oh yeah, because they're hard at work at Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls 6, dude. That's
But at the moment, I'm waiting on them because I can't fucking mod my copy without being a damn computer scientist.
Yeah.
Is it Brent? Or,
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Electronic Arts has confirmed. I'm not even going to read this whole thing, but apparently Sims 5 is going to be free to play.
Yeah,
I
because
saw that,
everything in it is you're gonna have to buy
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
You want a dog? Buy it. You want
Yeah.
to fucking
$10.
walk outside? Buy it.
$5. Yeah.
I think they said if you were to buy all the stuff for Sims 4, it's like $1,400.
Oh,
or
yeah.
some shit.
Thousands,
Like,
yeah. I thought it was
And-
more than that.
No,
We've
it's like
talked about this on
14.
several occasions now.
I think if you were to catch it all on sale, which it all goes on sale pretty regularly, you could probably get it all for
Yeah.
cheaper. But still, you're going to be spending way more.
You
than
could buy a brand new PC with like a fucking amazing graphics card and everything.
You
at
might as
full
well just.
price.
You know what needs to happen? We need a fucking Sims competitor. We've got all these Animal Crossing clones. We need a fucking legit Sims clone. Just fucking
I feel like
completely take on the Sims and put all the DLC bullshit in for free. You know what I mean? And just,
I bet there's been multiple stabs at this we've just
Yeah.
never heard of.
really?
Probably.
I would
so.
imagine. I mean, that would be my take.
Because I
Sims
can't
is so
think of a
ingrained.
single one. You know,
Yeah.
the only thing that's kind of like The Sims was made by the people who made The Sims, and it was fucking Herbs probably.
That was Sims. That was still Sims. It was Herb Sims in the city.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
Well,
was a
you said
fun
it, yeah,
game,
you said it was
though.
made
That was
by
a
the
great game.
Yeah, I love that game. They should I don't know what you would even call a Sims competitor, like, because Sims is such a good idea. It's like simulation, like Sims.
You
I
could
don't
call
know.
it The Burbs, and it could just be a fucking game about like living in the suburbs and like building your house and fucking. It would
But
just
what
be
if
The
I-
Sims.
That's
Fucking-
true,
It would be
yeah.
dope. I'm if I could make games,
Go develop
I'd be
it.
making this game.
I'd
dude.
be making this game.
I wouldn't because people would just buy Sims.
That's
Nah,
true.
not if think about it though. Like realistically, okay, if you put out a game that's just as good as The Sims for $60 and it had like basically all the
Everything.
fucking content, you know what I mean? And like you present that option out there to like the new like people who want to get into The Sims. Like you can either pay $1,400 for all the fucking Sims content, or you can buy my game for $50. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is very interesting that there's not that, like, you never hear about Sims competitors, but that's the EA's fucking money grab right there, They probably just shut down anybody going for it.
Okay, so there's one game that's going to be a Sims competitor, Life by You, Paradox Interactive, but it hasn't come out yet.
It probably
So-
won't.
So we'll see.
Life by you, more like life you buy. Am I right?
I need. A busy week sees us digging into a number of topics, including blah 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 blah.
What?
But so the Xbox MasterCard apparently has been announced. I guess this wasn't an actual
What?
article. There's like
I
this.
don't understand. That's a credit card?
Xbox has released a credit card so you can just buy shit on, like from your Xbox with your MasterCard, which has like a 30% like interest rate. It's like a good way to get in debt for the rest of your life.
Why wouldn't you just get a normal credit card?
Because, dude,
Exactly.
it's got Xbox on it. You know what I'm saying? Look, they're trying
Is
to
there
get
some sort of benefit, I guess is what I'm asking? Like, do you get something for this? Like,
Yeah,
is-
you get to look cool as fuck when you pay for your date with an Xbox credit card.
Let's see. Introducing the new Xbox
you
MasterCard.
get to never get laid again. That's what happens.
Here it is.
Finish that sentence.
The Xbox MasterCard allows card members to earn card points with everyday purchases and redeem those points on games and add-ons at Xbox.com. The Xbox MasterCard will be available exclusively to Xbox insiders. Oh, sweet. In the continental United States, Alaska, and Hawaii, beginning on September 21st. And so basically, yeah.
Okay. I
So-
mean, like, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
So with the Xbox MasterCard, players can earn card points for every $1 spent on purchases, including Xbox and Microsoft, like anything Xbox and
Transactions.
Microsoft. Yeah, you earn 5 times card points on eligible products in the Microsoft Store. Streaming services, you earn 3 times, like Netflix and everything. Dining delivery services, you earn 3 card points on eligible dining. They're 3 times card points. So every $1 you spend, you get 3.
Okay, but what are these points redeemed on?
Yeah, do we have like a demo of like
Yes.
a redeemable?
So a bonus, card members will also get access to more benefits, including a bonus of 5,000 card points, which is a value of $50. So so 5,000.
One point is like a cent, basically.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't make sense, right? Or would it make sense? That makes sense.
5,000 pennies is $50.
Yes. So then, yeah. So yeah, I guess, and then like you get the times 5, like if you're buying
So
shit.
can you just
like,
spend that on the Microsoft Store then, or what?
Yeah.
Like how did so?
It just goes. It's like cash back, basically.
But what do these points get us? Or
The Xbox stuff, like
Games and
anything on
stuff.
Xbox, like you can just go on your Microsoft Store. Or I guess you could put it towards Game Pass, like to pay it or whatever the fuck. 3 months of it also comes with 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for new Game Pass members after their first purchase. If they're already a Game Pass member, they can easily gift it to a friend. Choice of one of 5 iconic designs for their card, with the option of personalizing it with their gamer tag. The flexibility of use with contactless payment and digital wallets, free online access to card members' FICO credit score, then $0 fraud liability protection, so card members are not responsible for charges they didn't authorize. I never authorize any charge. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so there we go,
Wow.
boys.
Yeah, that's cool, I guess. If you just want to build some credit and get some free games,
And get some
you know?
free games. Yeah, you get your
Check your
points
FICO
back.
credit score for free.
Make some fraudulent charges. Anyways, anybody else?
I am out of news.
Let me see. Let me see if I got anything in the old news basket real quick. Oh no. Let's see. No.
All right.
No, it's not like I don't know
I
why.
can't wait for the first time I see somebody whip out an Xbox credit card.
You just start beating them, take their card.
Bully it.
So, the recently released NBA 2K24 is currently the second worst rated Steam game of all time after a backlash from PC gamers.
Damn, what's the most worst rated game of all time?
Starfield. No, I'm just kidding. No, the $60 basketball game developed by Visual Concepts and published by 2K has an quote-unquote overwhelmingly negative user review rating on Steam, where players are tearing the PC version apart. The long list of complaints include the fact that the PC version is yet again not on par with the PlayStation 5 and Series X and S version. The PC version of EA Sports FC 24, for example, is on par with the current gen console version. Rampant cheating and a lack of crossplay in key modes. The Furor. Wait, the Furor.
What?
That's a big part of the reason why it's bad. There's some Hitler in there, dude.
And we're canceled.
How would you say the Furor? Like
What are you
I
trying
don't
to
think we say that. We just don't. We just don't say that.
you know what I mean? Like Furore. Like it's like the like things are getting crazy. It's like the fur. Hold on, I'm googling this. Furor, an outbreak of public anger or excitement. Furor. It's Furor.
I'm gonna need you to YouTube a pronunciation on this, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've never. Honestly, I think I just learned a new word.
Yeah, this is not in my vocabulary.
Y'all are kidding me right
I have
now.
a semi-extensive
Here.
vocabulary when I want to, but Furore.
Furore.
Not
How the fuck do you say it? Furore?
I still learned a new word. Wait, say it again. Say it for the people. Put it in the mic.
Furore.
Furore.
Here.
Furore?
Furore.
Furore.
So it's like foray or fourier.
But
But
it's
it's
spelt like furor. Look at how it's spelled. Furore, but it's pronounced frore. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that?
The good old English language, man.
Yep.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Now this one says furore.
Wait, now say it again. I think you.
I think this word just got made up right now.
To raise taxes has government's decision to raise
Here it goes.
taxes has caused a great furore.
Furore.
Furore. I like that
That's
pronunciation.
the British
Furore.
way of saying it.
Oh,
He
never
sounded-
mind. I don't like it no more.
He sounded more sure than the robot lady.
I'm gonna stick
Furore.
with furor.
Oh, man.
The furore is fueled by a PC player base who are fed up with the state of the game on their platform. With anger coming to a head now, the latest game has come out. Steam reviewer Akuzi summed up the sentiment. Quote, I stopped playing the game with the release of 2K22. I wanted to give 2K another chance after 2 years, and once again I was disappointed. The gameplay and animations are the same as in the previous versions. Once again, there's only the current gen version available for PC, which I don't understand. The main menu and the textures of the park still look very cheap as always. What annoys me the most is the abundance of cheaters in the park since day one. Apparently in this game though, like I saw some like random like reels on Facebook of like people playing it, and this dude was like, "What the fuck?" Like, there's like mini games in between games. Like you can't play another game until you do some of the like mini things like out in the open world like park area, where like you have to skateboard and like grind rails and shit like before you can actually go to another game.
Kind of sounds tight.
I know. I
actually.
was like, dude, I'm kind of into it. But he was like, if I wanted to play fucking Tony Hawk, I would buy Tony Hawk. He's
Yeah,
like, why do I have to grind?
Surely there's like a free play mode in the main menu if you want to just.
This
fucking,
is
No, he's talking about for the career. Like to play through the career mode, you have to do like
man,
the
that's part of the
interstitial-
career, bro. You can't just be hooping all the time. You
gotta
gotta
be fucking
grinding
kickflipping.
sometimes. You know what I
No,
mean?
Brent. Ball is life.
He was like, he's like,
like
oh,
the
he's like, to play
UFC
my
game.
next game, I gotta do a fucking front flip. Like, he's like, what is this game?
It's like in the UFC game, you know. It's like you don't just go from fight to fight every career in the career mode.
What do you
like,
do, Brent?
You do the fight and then you train.
Yeah,
know,
you train.
You like
You
hit
train
the
mixed
bag,
martial arts, which is what the game is about.
Yeah,
Not
that makes
kick
All
sense.
right, well, fair enough. You're not grinding and stuff, but you know, like. I'm sure basketball
Doing
practice
aggressive
wouldn't be the
inline.
most fun fucking like thing.
I mean, you could do, yeah. I mean, because you could
Free
train
throw
the
practice,
free throw
drills.
like, yeah, like they could make that a whole game. Snooze fest, bro. I'm trying to fucking skate, bro. Like what NBA player is
That
out
is-
fucking kick flipping in between, you know, like
That
their
is
shit.
absurd. That is
But it's still pretty funny.
it's hilarious.
And I'm so confused about what to do. Sometimes I want to throw it all. Yeah,
Just grind by spinning a basketball on the.
so here I am. Oh, man. Good times. Anyways, so that's it for this week's video game news. We're going to hop on over to this week's releases. We got some hot releases with Lies of P now on Xbox One, Series S and X, PC, Game Pass, PS4, and PS5 on September 19th, which everywhere said September 19th. Today's the 18th. I don't understand. Like,
It caught a day early on Game Pass.
did it on Game Pass?
Yeah, it was a day early release.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
So that's why I get to play.
Yeah, I saw
neat.
I saw an article, but I didn't figure.
Yeah,
it
I've
was
been playing the heck out of it today.
Same, dude. So much heck.
The heck.
all the heck.
All the heck.
Playing the heck right out of it.
And then we got Payday 3 coming to Game Pass on
Hey.
Series S and X and PC, and it's coming to PS5 on September 21st. This is a game I would never pay money for, but
No.
since it's coming to Game Pass, I'm going to play it.
I honestly don't even think I will play it on Game Pass.
I think
You know
I
what I'm
will, just to see what it is, because
I am
it's been getting
curious.
good previews. Like,
saying? Really?
yeah,
People are liking it?
yeah. So from what I've seen, and I've only seen like 2 articles.
I
so.
just fucking can't stand Payday 2. Like, and I know it's an
never
old
played it.
game, you know, but like, God, it's just,
I never played the flat screen version of Payday 2.
it's like the VR version, but with all the magic of VR taken out of it.
There was no magic to be found in that fucking VR version.
Well, there's no magic in the entire game. It's
it
like,
was god awful.
It's surprising because it was very popular.
There's
I
a cult following. Like people still play Payday 2
yeah, some
today.
people are really into it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, some people are really dumb. You know?
Some people are still playing NBA 2K23.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. But Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways is coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S and X, and
This
PC.
is happening right now?
Yep, September 21st.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy
My
shit.
God.
Oh my god! And then Pikmin 1 and plus 2 is coming to Switch on September 22nd. That's just like the ports for the old games to Switch.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it. Brent.
Man, that's fucking exciting, dude, for the Resident Evil. I thought that was the ways out.
Oh no, it's here. It's here.
Now.
And it's not going anywhere. Give us the Chat GP trivia, Brent. Take us to
ChatGPT
fucking
trivia.
trivia town.
All right. Well, we mentioned something being the worst game of all time earlier, so I did this one themed on bad games.
Ooh.
So I haven't read any of these, so
It's all false.
it could be terrible, it could be great.
We're just along for the
I
ride.
didn't tell it how many to give me, so it gave me 10. So we're not gonna do all 10.
Let's do all 10.
We can
just
do all
fucking take us
all right,
to
let's
town.
go quick.
Yeah.
What infamous video game released in 1982 is often considered one of the worst video...
E.T.
All right, good job.
There's nothing else it could have been.
All right. Which 2006 action-adventure game is known for its numerous bugs, glitches, and overall lackluster quality upon release?
2006?
Yeah, it's a very broad...
That is very broad. There's a lot of games like
that came out in 2006, yeah.
Can you give us
I can give you a hint.
don't make it too obvious though.
It is a The game involves flying.
2006. What console?
Nintendo 64. I
Oh,
believe.
Superman 64.
Ah, you got it. Okay.
Oh goddamn.
But I thought 2006 was like Xbox gen.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I think it was 2006.
I'm
is-
just reading what the
No, I know,
ChatGPT said.
but that's
Yeah.
why I didn't automatically assume that.
It
Anyways,
might have been one of the last, N64 games to.
I'm gonna look up
I don't
when
know.
it came out.
We'll find
Go
out.
ahead.
All right, let's see. This survival horror game released in
Yeah, it came out in '99.
99. Really? Well, okay. I'm sorry. Like,
No, you're
No,
good.
it's not your
We're just
fault.
laughing
This
at.
is ChatGPT.
Yeah,
at
This is
Mr.
doing his
Chat.
thing, yeah.
We're not laughing at you. It's all about the chat.
Like I said, guys, listening on the radio, take this with a grain of salt. Number 3. This survival horror game may be released in 1995. Gained notoriety for its laughably bad voice acting and dialogue. It's not being specific enough with these.
It's Resident Evil.
It is Resident Evil, but it's like you can't just say this game released
Being
in
specific enough
1995.
for Jamel.
It's like,
Goddamn.
there's a lot of
Say,
games.
you were almost a Jill sandwich.
All right, yeah, you're right. It is being specific enough for Jamel. Name the game that promised an exciting space adventure.
No man's.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
See,
all right,
it's
you're
very
right,
specific. It's like what kind of games you're into.
I'm not even finishing the questions. Like,
Yeah.
in 2010, this racing game drew criticism for its rubber band AI and poor physics, earning a reputation as one of the worst racing games ever
Is,
made.
Fast and the Furious?
No, it's probably not.
Not Fast and
It's
the
probably
Furious.
not what you guys
Need-
are going to be
Need for
thinking.
Speed.
No,
That is what else.
it's nothing from like a popular
title.
racing franchise.
It's not a
that
notable
you would
one?
Expect.
The Crew.
That's what
There's no way in hell you guys are gonna. It's like a kart racer. Okay, does that help at all?
It's a kart racer.
Sony's.
You're still probably never gonna guess
God
it,
damn
even
it.
though I've told you like the
Fine,
biggest.
Brent.
hint.
What console?
I think it came to all the consoles, or at least to Xbox.
Is it like when you say kart? Is it like a kid like kart racer, or is it like a fucking
Anybody could probably enjoy it if it wasn't such a
Burger
terrible
King
game,
kart ra-
allegedly.
no.
You know what I mean? But it's
I don't.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't know this one.
it's Sonic Free Riders.
Oh, I actually probably could have got that one. That came to GameCube, right?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right. Question. What first-person shooter released in 2009 faced backlash for its broken multiplayer and unimpressive graphics, leading to widespread disappointment?
Medal of Honor.
No, I'm not 100% sure this was a first-person shooter, actually.
I was about to say because this was like the reboot of Medal of Honor. It came out. No, it came out 2010.
Ghost.
This was like a spin-off of a popular horror franchise. Horror movie franchise, if that helps.
What?
Oh, and you said it was first person. Was it asymmetrical?
It was a first-person shooter. I don't think it was asymmetrical. I don't know, honestly. It might have been. Actually, yeah, maybe I think it was.
What? The
It's aliens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is Aliens. Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. All right. Which RPG, released in 1999, is infamous for its translation errors and awkward dialogue that resulted in a rushed localization process, or resulted from a rushed localization process?
I know what this one is, but I can't remember it. Like, is it part of a big series?
It's the sequel to one of the greatest selling games of all time.
The greatest selling
Well,
game?
maybe not. Like just one
One
of
of the
most
greatest
popular games in the franchise.
It's Chrono Cross, right?
No,
No?
very similar thing though going on there.
I'm out.
Very similar. Wait, so is it like
I'll give you a final guess.
Okay, then if it's Final Fantasy, I don't remember which one had bad. It might have been 3, or
It wasn't a bad game. It just had translation errors and like it was poorly fucking localized.
in what year?
1999.
Oh, that was that had to be 7 then. No. 1999 was either 7 or 8, or
Got to pick one.
I'm gonna go with the 8.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Another question. In 2014, This survival horror game was criticized for its lack of scares, unresponsive controls, and poor graphics.
What year?
Is this the
2014. I've never heard of this game personally.
fuck?
If you haven't heard of it, then
Yeah.
I doubt we will. What's the? Is it 2 words? Like how many words are in the title?
If you don't include the at the beginning, it's 2 words. If you do include the, it's 3 words.
And it's a horror game.
Yes. I've never heard of this game. Came out in 2014 allegedly, so I should know this.
All right, give
No,
us
damn
just
well I
the
don't know.
first letter of the first word.
S.
This.
I'm gonna give you the first word.
Okay, yeah.
The slaughtering. What's the third
Oh,
word?
I've never heard of this.
Me
No.
either. The Slaughtering Grounds, apparently,
What
is
the
a,
fuck?
is a game that happened. Okay, another question. What game, released in 1986 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, is often cited as the earliest or one of the earliest examples of bad video game design due to its confusing and frustrating gameplay?
That's a lot of games. 1986.
1986. It's hard to give an example without giving it away.
Is it a notable game?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. I've never really
So, 1986. It was NES, and it had bad gameplay. Like,
It had I'm just gonna tell you. It
No.
says you. No?
give me a hint. Give me a hint before you just tell me, because I'll probably be able to guess it.
Okay. There's a doctor involved.
There's a doctor involved.
That's all I can say.
Okay. Yeah. Besides Dr. Mario, I have no idea. So go ahead.
It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Let's see. Name the 2019 action adventure game that gained infamy for its microtransactions, lack of polish, and overall disappointment among fans. Again,
This
these are
is
not.
Battlefront 2.
These aren't
or-
enough.
That
These
was
aren't
my first
specific
thought.
enough.
Was Battlefront 2, but it was polished as fuck.
This game, let's see. It has fucking suits. You're flying around.
Oh,
Oh,
Anthem.
Anthem.
Oh, yeah. You could have just stuck with suits. See, like,
You got suits.
flying around.
Dude, there was so much potential there to make a really.
It was
good game.
pretty. Like, it really had a lot going for it.
I really like the idea of like customizable suits and shit. Like,
Yeah.
in different classes.
I wanted to like it.
God
I never
damn.
really got around to playing Anthem.
I played the
you
beta
know?
and I was like, okay. I was like, this could be cool. And then the game came out and I was like,
It was also BioWare. So, like, everybody was, like, all hype, and then it was just ass. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everybody was expecting a deep story because that's kind of like BioWare's
there
fucking
was
thing, you know?
nothing.
man, that sucks. Anyways, well, guys, remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak Podcast community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube, and if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JohnForJamel, Brent at BrentHas1, that's the number 1, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time.